Hello, everybody. Thank you for being patient with us as we experience some technical difficulty, but we are here again. Thank you all for joining us for yet another exciting episode of Those Natural Ones. We are almost all here. We are missing Sam, who is out of town. So hopefully we'll get her back next week. Before we get started, a few quick announcements. Today is your last chance during a live stream to make these people pull from the deck of many things. Thank you again to HelloFresh for sponsoring us these past 30 days. So, as a reminder, anybody who signs up for a HelloFresh subscription during the stream using our coupon code and link in the description below, one of these fine individuals will have to pull a card from the deck of many things. Completely in character and completely in canon. So, lots of fun things have happened so far. No catastrophes. Butch with the -2 to his saving throws is probably the worst thing that's happened so far.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, but
I mean, we did have a statue Elric, and I mean, I guess it doesn't matter for elves, but he did age 10 years or so.
That's true. But all in all,
I am exhausted.
Yeah, that got a little wild.
I'm also a tree
yeah,
man in the middle of a fire plane.
You're still really exhausted, aren't you? You have 3 levels of exhaustion? Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
Yeah,
that's
but
bad.
she just long rested, so she showed it.
Oh, yeah, 2.
Still.
Yeah. Fantastic. So
12.5 movement speed.
Yeah. Besides that, the other thing that I have is, and just a reminder, HelloFresh, again, down there. Make somebody else pull. Let's get something crazy.
Yeah, come on.
Besides that, the other thing that I have, next Friday the 28th, is our next in-person, sitting around a real table, rolling real dice the way D&D was meant to be played. Make sure you mark that on your calendar, the 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern time, not Easter time, Eastern time. So, mark it on your calendar. Join us for that madness that always happens. Let's talk about the thing, Scott. Tell them about the thing.
All right. Guys, we have a Patreon, and I don't have a bit today. Patreon.com/those natural ones. Hey, I had the plague for the most of the last month.
Yeah.
Various plagues. So, we're catching up. No bits.
You almost sound better.
I almost do. I also have seasonal allergies, though, so pollen is still kicking my butt a little bit today. Check out our Patreon. Help us punch up. No more punching down. Patreon.com/those natural ones. Best way to support the stream. Different levels to choose from. One of those is a weekly shout out. So once again, thank you, Les and Flora Marlatt, for your continued support. You can see a full list of our patrons at the end screen and mid screen and in our character cards every once in a while.
Right down there.
Those character cards having been recently altered due to patron suggestions. We do chat in there a lot with people. Check it out. Patreon.com/those natural ones. Merch. Lots of different stuff.
Exactly. Thank you for that. And Emery, where else can they find us and support us?
Well, when you're not supporting us by tuning in when you're not supporting us by following our Patreon, which if you're not doing that, what are you doing? You can always support us by tuning in every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard kind of daylight savings time, depending on what part of the year it is. On YouTube, on Twitch, on eventually Kick and Trovo, if we ever get those working again. You can watch us on TikTok because, we're not old yet. And you can also interact with us on Facebook and on Butch's blog on Tumblr.
That's right. Tumblr's still around. Butch's blog exists. you can send me, Butch, messages. You can ask any kinds of questions. He will answer them to the best of his ability. And if you want to know some secrets, Butch can tell you the answers.
They might not be the right answer,
Secrets.
but they will be answers.
Yes.
They will be.
And all of you listening to our audio-only podcast form can continue to find us wherever podcasts are spread out into the universe. You can also interact with us on Blue Sky and on, I already mentioned Facebook, right? Yeah. You can continue to support us by liking, subscribing, hitting the bell for notifications, and making sure that you hit all and not personalize, so that way you never miss an episode. Share, tell your friends. Any and all engagement helps us out a ton.
Indeed. Thank you for that. So that concludes our announcements. So let's jump right into it. Since Sam's not here, Chris, it falls on you. What happened last week in the extremely short episode we had?
Let me just flip through this Emery's lewd fan art here. You can always send to Emery at hitthebooksvids.com. Here we go.
Do not.
The party was left reeling from the battle with the Ifrit Balal in the depths of the Torchiv Keep. They gathered in Lehman's tiny hut to recover while the Battle of Torchiv raged outside. While in the hut, Orpheus attuned to the new Rod of Lordly Might and experimented with its 6 functions. Elric used the opportunity to investigate and attune to the Tome of the Stilled Tongue, previously discovered in his father's base of operations. The book communicated with Elric through the pages, offering a vast array of spells and power in exchange for services retrieving the body parts of Vecna, currently in the possession of a corrupted Ret. Elric agreed to the terms, shifting his alignment from chaotic good to chaotic evil. Orpheus, growing concerned by his friend's secretive agreements with the evil tome, snatched the tome from him in confrontation. Butch desperately tried to calm the situation. Taking advantage of the distraction, Gwen pulled a card from the deck of many things, of course, from a HelloFresh subscription, yielding the ability to speak with plants 1 time free per day, and then placed the deck back in the bag of holding. The General Calliope and Hymir approached the team's location, temporarily stopping the confrontation between Orpheus and Elric. Orpheus reluctantly returned the tome to Elric. The general informed the team that the rift between the realms was worsening. The enemy seems to be retreating to Rockrialt, seemingly protecting the suspected source of the Convergence in the capital. The team must now decide how to proceed and who or what to prioritize.
Fantastic. And as you all entered your hut for the evening, entered the mansion for the evening, I apologize, with, I believe, the main group of, like, higher-ups, the command squad, as it were. We'll go ahead and say that you, due to exhaustion and the nature, you went ahead and took your long rest. You all wake up rejuvenated in the morning. And the day is yours. Give me a second as I get some music playing here. But what are you doing?
Just to confirm, did we take a long rest or did we?
Yes,
take the short rest?
You went ahead and took your long rest. You went ahead and took your long. We're just going to go for the sake of mechanics wise. We'll say that we're going to pick up in the morning after your long rest.
Okay, great.
So as you all awaken in various stages, Ember, you are now down to 2 levels of exhaustion. The morning greets you in this pocket dimension of Magnificent Mansion. What are you all doing?
Looking over my spells.
point of order, there were, amongst the list of spells that were given to me for the deal that I made with this book, a couple of those are technically druid spells.
I know there was animal shapes was one of them. Was there another one that was a druid shape? Or a druid shape?
Tsunami was the other one.
Tsunami was another one? Okay, hold on one second. Those were both level 8, right?
I believe they were.
All right, go ahead and roll me a D100. And we will replace animal shapes with the fact that I was looking at the wrong roll table at the time. That's a 24. So
Yep.
that would be control weather. Let me just double check that that is a wizard spell.
Quick look.
Quick look. Transmutation.
Quick Google.
Cleric, druid, or wizard. Yes. So control weather instead of animal shapes. And go ahead and roll me another D100.
$98.
98. That would be telepathy.
I'm pretty sure that's wish.
It's level 8, not level 9. You do.
Telepathy.
Telepathy is a level
so
level 8 spell. Get out of here.
Well,
can
thank goodness
everybody
at
do
least someone will be able
telepathy
to do
except
that.
for Butch and myself?
Telepathy, yeah, level
dumb.
8th level evocation. You create a telepathic link between yourself and a willing creature with which you are familiar. This creature can be anywhere on the same plane of existence to you. The spell ends if you or the target is no longer on the same plane. Until the spell ends, you and the target can instantaneously share words, images, sounds, and other sensory messages with one other through the link, and the target recognizes you and as the creature it is communicating with. The spell enables the creature with an intelligence score of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your words and take in the scope of any sensory message you send it.
If you'd like to be telepathically linked with Emery for your lewd fan art, email
No.
Emery at hitthebooks.
No.
So,
I don't need that evil.
with one action, you can create a two-way link with any creature for 24 hours.
Interesting.
So, 2, 3, 4. There is 5 spells that you took. If you wish to transmit these transcribe these over, I'm not going to make you do the whole thing. I'm just going to say roll 5d20 and hope that you don't get a natural 1.
All right, let's try it.
Can I give him guidance? Is that a thing?
No, not with this, because of the fact that his ability modifier is so high that it would basically be almost impossible for him to miss this. Actually, hold on. What is your Arcana modifier? Is it plus 10 now?
Plus 11.
Plus 11. Okay, so I'm going to say, for the sake of this and the fact that these came from a certain really, really bad guy. Yeah, we're just going to go with what I said before. Just anything other than a natural 1 will let you transcribe these into your spellbook.
Okay, so I rolled a 13.
Yep.
And then a 3.
Oh, it wanted to.
Got real close.
That's 3. 4. 4 on a 4. And 5. All right, yeah. You're able to transcribe all 5 of those into your spellbook. So that is Control Weather, Telepathy, Mind Blank, Mighty Fortress, and imprisonment.
Okay. All right. And yeah, that's part of the night into, well, after like a trance going and like continuing or picking that back up in the morning. That's what Elric will have been doing.
Fantastic. What are the rest of you doing?
Butch is preparing his divination spells and picking out a few combat spells because it's where we're going.
Sounds good. If they're
We're in Torchev, right?
right now, yes.
There was nobody left, right?
Not that you
Pretty
could
much.
tell.
Since Arnon only needs 4 hours, in the middle of the night, he's gonna leave the mansion and go out in the town, and he's gonna try to find that orphanage he's patronized before and see if anything's still there.
Go ahead and make me an investigation check. Actually, this would be more survival check due to the changing landscape.
Oh, survival, I only have +1. Investigation +16. So
It's a good thing I changed it to survival.
Oh,
That's a
shit.
3. So with a 3, you go out and you search for a few hours, but due to the convergence and the continued, I guess, terraforming, for lack of a better term, of Torchiv and the surrounding areas, you can't quite tell where that orphanage was. You go in the general direction from the keep, and the landscape has changed. Like, vents have popped up, small calderas and sinkholes, rivers of lava, and it's just where you thought it would be. There's no signs of buildings or walls. It's now like a molten lake. And then you walk through other sections and buildings you don't recognize, almost as if the entire topography of this area has been manipulated and changed.
has it cooled off at all
No.
since we...
No.
Above board, can we see it transforming like actively in front of us, or is it more gradual?
It's more gradual. Like, you can see the lava flows. You can see it looks like you're standing right next to an active erupting volcano, where you can see the lava flows kind of running over the land and transforming sections of that land due to like burning through buildings and collecting, and then parts cooling off to form ledges and cliffs, and then other sections where the rivers of lava just kind of dig through what once was like grasslands and stuff like that. But it's not like things jutting out instantly.
About how long is it going to take for us to walk out of here?
Walk out like towards how far?
To be out of Torchev.
Now that you're not sneaking, it'll probably take you an hour-ish, maybe 45 minutes to get back to that like willow tree and everything that you came from. You're not sure if you continued out the other way, like how long it would take. But if you're about
Sure.
maybe 45 minutes from where you started this.
Before we go, I'm not saying that we're going now, but before we actually leave, Butch will cast protection from energy fire on Orpheus.
Nice.
Just because, come on.
Thanks, Butch.
Well, I've got more slots than. Yes, of course.
It's very uncomfortable here. I can hardly sweat anymore. Like a dog.
You turtles sweat? I don't think we do.
I don't believe so.
In the downtime, Orpheus, now being suspicious of Elric's new gifts, is going to drop his attunement to the Ring of Spell Storing, so he doesn't have to ask him for spells. And then attune to the Iron Stone of Intellect again.
Fantastic.
And then he's going to use the time to drop his weapon bond with the Sword of Answering and apply it to the Rod of Lordly Might.
Lucky rolls, and this dude ends up with 2 legendary weapons that he has to choose between.
Sounds awful.
Jesus.
It's a rough life.
It's a rough life having legendary weapons just like at the ready.
Oh,
It's
which
hard
one of-
enough getting to nap through every big encounter, Some of us just do all the work,
Really just carrying the whole team.
I was going to say that I unattuned to the frost sword and back to the flame tongue scimitar in preparation for our trip, but that seems to be the only sword I have in my inventory now. I don't see the frost one anymore, so
It might have gotten overwritten when we imported your character.
yeah.
You
I
do
guess.
have the
flame tongue.
flame
yeah.
tongue. Okay.
Point of role playing, which will. Crap! I can't actually leave the hut.
You're not in the hut. You're
Yeah,
in
we're
the
in the
mansion.
Mansion.
Oh, that's right. So in the middle of the night, Butch would have to have gone outside and bathed his gloves in the light of the moon.
Easy enough.
You recharge them because that's what you got to do.
Easy enough to do. So, after all of that is said and done, the morning comes. You all wake, gather in one of.
A point of order. You can pull the Frostbrand scimitar from my sheet.
All right. Gather in somewhere
We don't know
here.
what we're fighting, are we?
You do not. You don't know where you're
Do
going
not.
yet. All you know is it's probably a good idea to head towards Rockrialt. Is the only thing that you know for sure.
The march continues.
All right, Frostband Scimitar is in your inventory now, Arnon, and out of yours, Elric.
Thank you.
So as you all kind of converge together, convene together, I guess would be the better word to use. You see Hymir, Calliope, Casil, Rain, and a few others sitting in the dining area, feasting on whatever spectral servants have fed them this morning.
Anything that they would have asked for would have been on offer in one capacity or another.
And as you all walk in, they kind of look up. It's like, well, Calliope kind of nods towards you all. I hope you all feel a little bit more rested after last night. I don't know if you've seen outside, but it seems like the cracks have grown even more overnight. The good
So
news.
tired.
The good news is Torchiv is secured. We have eliminated the last of the fire giants and other elemental forces. Those who were not defeated have scurried back through the crack of whence they came.
We're going to need some way to reclaim the ecology of this place. Perhaps the druids can bring a tsunami or some type of rain,
That would
given
be,
all the damage.
That's a fantastic idea, but I think nothing can be done until these cracks are sealed.
Fair point. Well, let's move.
What is your plan? How do you plan on getting there?
I would assume we're traveling by foot, unless anyone has a better option.
Hey, one new YouTube sub already. Thanks, whoever that is.
Hey, let's go.
If we're traveling by foot, someone's gonna have to carry me. I'm too tired. My feet hurt.
She's got half movement speed, yeah.
Are we
And
there yet?
Orpheus picks her up by the scruff.
And you would be aware of the fact that, oh, where did it go? Shit. I'm trying to pull up the map right now, but you would know that it would be a multi-day journey to get there by foot. Where did my map go? Shit.
I'm sure Gwen remembers a tree at the Grundle Tractor Farms.
How far is Castellatri to Torchiv?
Okay, here's...
Is that any closer?
This is not the right map. Oh well, it'll work.
Oh
for
wait,
today.
I can't bring Gwen's new friend.
Castellatri
And Castile.
to Torchev would be the opposite direction, but you would be looking at. So we are looking at about 1, 2.
It doesn't matter. I can't bring Castile or Gwen's friend.
It would be about okay.
So I can only do 5. with me.
Castellatri is about 400 to 500 miles east, whereas Rock Rialt would be about 1, 2, 3, about 350 to 400 miles southwest.
All right, so we're actually closer where we are.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you're kind of you're in the middle of the banana, whereas you know.
Gross.
It's a banana. Kantakari, it's shaped like a banana.
I hate bananas.
The land formerly known as Castellatri.
It's banana hammock.
How do you hate
General, is there any indication where the specific source of this convergence is originating? We know it's in the capital, but
You'd have to get closer.
specific building?
My assumption would probably be if and this is all just assumption because I have not seen it, but I would assume that if he has taken over the capital, he's probably basing it in the castle.
how stereotypical.
I mean, this is true.
These villain types, so predictable.
Indeed.
Of course, they're going to go after a defensible position.
Of course.
So we know what the
There's
situation at Grundle Tractor Manor is.
We do not. That would be slightly outside of the city. We left.
It's a lot closer than 350 miles.
It is. Hey! Jam it. It's so small. It said Jamandeo. I don't know exactly what it said, but thanks for the sub. Sorry, back into character.
Hey-o.
I can tell you that when we left, as you remember, we left Grundle Tractor Manor because of the fact that we did not know if Rhett would be coming there. At the time of us leaving, it was still secure, but we don't. That was the last we know. It might be your best bet, as being only a few miles outside of the city. And
I'm sure Gwen could take us there.
Also, now that you mention it, Comray and I can't remember his name. Harrison used tunnels underneath the tunnels that we were holed up in for quite a while. There are rumors of tunnels that they used for smuggling goods in and out of Rockrialt. So it's possible you might be able to find another way in.
Tunnels are good. Harder to get ambushed.
Casil is like, yes, we are well aware of those tunnels. Calliope goes, yes, I never got around to telling them that story. I told him a little bit, but anyway.
Story time?
You know how I told... fine, I guess. Casil's like, well, actually it was the story that I told you, because the DM can't remember which one of us told you the story. When we were attacked as children and I was banished to Dis. We were going after a smuggler and a gang. Long story short, our good old parents were more than likely the leaders of that fun little group. And potentially the ones that almost killed both of us and sent me off to Dis. So we found tunnels. They emerge in the basement of a tavern in the outer districts of Rockrialt. Could be potentially a way to smuggle yourselves behind the wall.
Perhaps you could note them on this map.
I'm not sure where they come, or where you would start inside the estate. Potentially, and Calliope says, well, actually, in those lower tunnels that we were holed up in, the barracks, the makeshift staging areas of the resistance, Calliope had a bedroom, had her own chambers down there. That's where I would start looking for the tunnel entrance. To which Casil, like I said, I can't guarantee exactly where they are, but that would be the best place to look. Where they come out at, though. Give me a second to pull up that map, and I will tell you where they come out at.
Amber, dwarves like tunnels, right?
Always.
Excellent.
They come out into a tavern in Old Rockrialt, the southern district, inside the wall. You should be able to make your way, at least from there. The castle is on the northern side, but the last we heard, there are still plenty of civilians trapped within the walls. It's possible you might be able to blend in a little bit better than you could here.
Elric, do you have a good staging area for getting disguised in this magnificent mansion?
I mean, we do have the rooms that you have access to.
Right, but costumes to blend in.
Well, yes, I do have a room for that, actually.
Maybe you can dress me up as a turtle bard. No one will know it's me.
Butch, I dare say you might be the most recognized turtle in all of Thessia.
Can I wear the hat of disguise?
The hat of disguise might go a long way.
Okay. I will attune to the hat of disguise. I'm gonna go sit in the sadness corner.
All right.
Are you sad that you're famous?
And Gwen goes.
Kind of.
At this point,
Sad Arnon's in the sad corner already.
At this point, Gwen's like, I do remember I mean, their entire estate was a massive orchard, but there was a couple trees near the entrance that might be large enough for us to make our way there.
Then the question is, how do we sneak past their defenses?
I guess we hope that the manor isn't currently being watched. I don't know.
We've gotten this far thanks to all of the magic that we have at our disposal. Pass without a trace has worked more than well for us, all things considered.
Yeah, we definitely need to do that.
Now, outside of that, the only thing I could think of is maybe establishing or trying to get to the bottom of whether or not they have patrols or watches or something like that. Which I can have one of my familiars fly up and get a good look. Orpheus, you have a familiar now.
I do. Tua perches on his shoulder.
At some point, we have to talk about that name.
I don't see what the problem is.
What's a
Think that-
tractor?
I think that book is messing with his head. Now he's getting angry about names.
I mean, names
Right.
are important. So
So,
they give us value, merit.
do we have
identity.
a method of scrying? Butch, you have the orb.
I do.
Perhaps we could use that to see what's going on before making our move, as it were.
Okay. On what area would you like for me to scry?
The perimeter to start with.
Perimeter of the city.
I think you mean the manor, right?
Or
Is that what you
the
mean?
manor, yeah.
Oh, the manor. Okay. And yeah, I mean, I've been there.
You have, indeed. You would be familiar with the location. So,
Done.
I'm sure I have a chamber in this mansion for you to do that as well.
Oh, you don't want me to do it in the dining room?
Maybe not in the dining room.
Okay. I work better with a beer, but that's fine.
So, you focus in on the manor. You remember last time you were there seeing the pristine pebbled walkway lined by tall, thin evergreen trees up to this massive estate. And you kind of picture that in your mind's eye as you release the incantation. Suddenly your vision takes you to that same pathway up. But the stones themselves, the pea gravel themselves, is speckled with weeds growing through. The trees unkempt. As your vision approaches, you see the doors broken off the hinges, windows shattered.
Which is summarizing all this for the people in the room.
Windows shattered. No sign of any creatures or people or anything in the perimeter. Are you focusing your scry to the outside, or are you trying to go into the building?
I'd like to start at the outside and work my way in,
Fantastic.
just looking for anyone who might be around.
Okay. Technically, it says it appears at the location and doesn't move, but I don't care about that. We're changing this because it's cooler. So you, I didn't read. I didn't read that until after I asked you that question. So we're just gonna go with it.
Well, from the exterior, I can at least see the building.
So you kind of do a quick pass around the exterior, and you notice the rest of the manor itself is in disarray, paint peeling from the stucco and stonework, pieces of the carved statues broken off, but no creatures, no sense of anything living in the exterior vicinity. You do notice as you kind of go around that one large tree off to the side, a few, probably about 50 to 100 yards away from the front of the house itself. But you go around the exterior without any notice of anything living. It seems to be abandoned. The grass, the lawn, also unkempt and weed riddled, taller than you've seen it in the past.
Can I make an investigation roll or perception to, I guess it's, no, I'd like to make an investigation roll to look for signs of magical traps.
Sure, go ahead.
My investigation's a +1, so here we go. Total of 4.
That's a 4. It's kind of hard to tell through the scry magic. It's kind of hard to focus in on any kind of magical glyphs or wards or anything like that. You would probably have to physically be there to look more in depth.
Sure. So there's no like large slabs of wood with paint on it that says "Do not enter danger."
No. Don't open, dead inside. No.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it seems from your vantage point and your quick perimeter scry, it seems abandoned.
And as I've told everyone what you've been telling me, or Bush, there you go. Looks pretty empty and therefore should be safe.
Sounds like the true villains here are the HOA.
Don't invoke their name. Woof.
Fair.
Ugh.
All right.
If it looks that safe, relatively, perhaps that is the course we should take.
Yeah.
I think so.
How did the grundles look?
The
I didn't
grundles.
see any of them.
Have they grown in size?
Pretty attracted then.
Yes. They need tractored.
Are the bushes overgrown?
Oh, terribly overgrown.
Moving on.
I mean, you would need a machete to get through them.
Moving
Oh,
on.
no. Yeah.
I don't think I have a machete button on this thing.
Speaking of moving on, is there any other preparation we should do before heading out?
Eat breakfast?
I just kind of assumed you were having this conversation while you were eating.
There's been like plates of food just making their way to wherever you're at.
Oh my
While
god.
we're-
I'd like
While
a
we're
gallon of
attempting this
oatmeal.
infiltration, we should probably discuss what the rest of the army's doing.
The rest of the army is going to make its way to Rockriot. We are, at this point, Titivilus' forces have pulled back. We have had sendings with the dwarven leadership, and we are. King Thelmond has also granted his soldiers to move forward as well. Our goal is within the next few days to be surrounding Rockriot and starting to apply pressure to their outer defenses. It seems like for once in this war we finally have them on the back foot. I mean to take all advantage of that. And while it could be us walking into a trap, this is the best opportunity we have. And probably the only opportunity we have to finally end this conflict and take our land back.
Agreed. Do we have any intel on any sightings on the other generals that remain?
We have not. We assume that they are somewhere within the walls, probably set up in strategic positions to rally forces and control battalions within the walls. But as for locations, we do not have that kind of intel yet. Hopefully, we will hear something as we approach, sending out scries and such. If we do, we will let you all know as soon as we can. But unfortunately, for all intents and purposes, we're going in blind.
Well, hopefully we can be your eyes and ears. I'm just worried that if we arrive too soon, should we time our arrival to be closer to when the armies arrive?
It is possible that might give you guys and your team a bit of an advantage if the majority of the eyes of the city are looking elsewhere.
I think Alric is sitting in the zone of silence.
Not anymore, I'm not.
Okay.
It
Perhaps that ought to depend on how much time we think we need to go in and do our job.
Yeah. I mean, there's how many lieutenants left? I mean, generals?
there is three.
3?
Using the sky
Red
ships.
Elf's dad and the demon.
Using the sky ships, we could be there a little bit in a little less than a day. We will, depending on what you think it will take, or the time it will take you to get there, get ready and get set inside of the city walls through the tunnels. Like I said, it will take us just under a day to get the majority of our forces there via skyship.
Okay. So imagine we're going to get there and we're going to want to set up camp, and then we're going to head through and clear out if there is anything in the tunnel.
Do they have anything left in Shan?
If
Are
you
they fully committed to Rockriot at this point?
to which Hymir kind of peeks out and is like, if you remember from our battle in Castellatri, the true king has returned. Gwen's mother came and got him while you all were doing your adventure inside the Feywild, and through his what's the word I'm looking for? Through his advisor.
Did he reforge the sword?
Through his advisor, they were able to at least start a small resistance, which grew in numbers over the past 3 years. The majority of Shan has been returned to his proper control. There are still a few pockets of resistance that are loyal to Titivilus, but those are being dealt with by the Shanian forces themselves. Shan has, at minimum, agreed to a ceasefire until we sort out our own issues. After that time then we will sit down with the Shanian leadership and discuss the
Border.
the border and what happened and any kind of recompense for what happened as under their misguided leadership.
Is that why
How
there's no
generous.
contingent from Mesh because they're still engaged with the enemy to the north?
More or less, yes.
Okay.
How generous of them.
As you know, there are a few battalions of druids and other mesh soldiers here amongst the rest, but the majority of our forces do stay perched behind the wall, awaiting any kind of rebuttal or advancement from the pockets of Shanian resistance.
Have the dwarves gone home? Or?
We just talked about that like 15 minutes ago.
No.
No, they're advancing as well on Rock Reality.
Yeah.
Seems we've all got a common enemy. Perhaps peace talks will be far easier after this is all over.
Seems like the majority of the powers that be have come to the conclusion that these cracks in the sky and this emerging convergence it's for the best of all of our interests to eliminate that threat first before dealing with any kind of petty squabbles or border wars.
They've come to their senses.
It only took the end of the world.
As it usually does. But don't worry, I'm sure after a few years this will become history. History will become legend, and people will start bickering over silly things again. Once again, all will be normal.
Okay.
Yes, a return to normal land disputes.
Guys, I just thought of a great name for our group. The Shanis Inquisition. Nobody ever expects
the
us.
Shanis Inquisition.
The
Not even
Shanis
Shan.
Inquisition.
How didn't we think of this a year and a half ago?
It's my favorite one now.
The Shanis Inquisition.
I was anticipating watching our DM hit his own head against the wall because of that.
Love it.
And now for something completely different.
So, like we said, it will take us about a day to get there. So, if you all are ready to go now, we will get the forces mobilized and start heading that way and plan on setting up your that word that I'm looking for. My words are not wording today.
Yep.
Setting up your
Base?
Yes, no.
Incursion.
Light incursion.
God damn it. I hate all of you.
I didn't do it.
Yeah. So how far is it to the tree?
About 45 minutes.
All right. I'm still going to cast protection against energy on you.
Fantastic.
In case you fall in some lava.
Thanks, Butch.
I did that. Don't.
This heat is exhausting.
All right.
When he sweats, is it like molasses?
Sap.
Maple syrup.
weirdly sticky.
So,
Sweet.
are you all headed to the tree then?
Yes, please.
Takes about 45 minutes or so for you all to walk out of Torchiv back to that willow tree that you traversed.
Wait, can we
here.
just transport
It's
via
about like an hour
Orpheus
and a
now?
half for me.
Yeah, they walk slow,
Right.
so it's fine. Transport via Orpheus, yeah, just
Yeah, can we transport via Orpheus
and
now?
then he just
I
like
don't think I
black
could do
holes.
amazing.
And he
yeah, he'll
Yeah.
implode. Whoop.
he'll like fold himself inside out and emerge on the other side.
I don't like
one
it.
of
I
us
don't
has to,
like it.
like-
I don't like it.
Send your lewd fan art
Eldridge.
to Elric. No,
No.
Emery at hitthebooksvids.com.
I do not need to see Orpheus folded like that.
Flat.
I do.
No!
I'm very bendy.
I need a third cigarette after that image.
He's Gumby and you're Pokey.
Oh, no! I've made a huge mistake.
Boy,
The best.
seeing everybody inside Orpheus all at once like that. That was quite something.
And then I put the genie bracers back on.
Oh no.
So
Don't forget to grab the amulet.
takes you about
You would.
45 minutes to walk towards that towards the tree, and Gwen does her all right, well, I guess we're ready, and casts transport via plants. Let me go ahead and
Okay, I got it.
you got it. Okay. The tree opens up, and you see on the other side the slightly large or unkempt field with in the background that line of evergreen trees kind of marking the edge of that pea gravel walkway. As you all step through, to your right you see the manor in disarray. Like I said, paint peeling, windows broken, doors broken open. What are you all doing?
I'm on high alert. So I'm looking around for danger.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
The
In the meantime, Orpheus is going to send Tua up in the air 100 feet and look around.
Fantastic. With a 12, you notice it looks just like it did in your scry. You don't notice any movement or any signs of living creatures. You hear the occasional wing flap of a crow or other carrion bird. Very little wind, very little breeze. And with a 12, you also look up and you see, for the first time, in the sky, the first thing you notice is those cracks. And then the more you look at it, the more you realize this proximity, there is less sky than cracks. Looking through, and you these multiple cracks that all seem to converge over where you know Rockriel to be, and where you know, which you can't, it's far enough away that you can't see it due to the topography of the lands and the rolling hills. However, you know the direction that it's in, and you see that the cracks all coming from that direction. Looking up, and the one immediately over you resembles that same fire plane slightly, but lessened in intensity. Looking over, you see a sensation that almost it's hard to wrap your head around it because it doesn't make any logical sense. It's almost like if you could imagine the sky being a sidewalk with a crack where roots and grass and plants have started growing and cracking through the sidewalk, and then almost running along the sky itself, almost like vines inching across the pavement. Looking over, and you see one where it's just darkness, and the blue of the sky almost seems to fade into a gray the closer it gets to that crack. And you look past and you see almost a perpetual downfall of rain coming from one crack itself, almost as if the crack was on the bottom of an aquarium that's just draining through that crack.
It's getting worse.
With a 19 perception, the hawk sees the same. Still no signs of creatures other than maybe a few small rodents scurrying through the grass.
Can we see specifically where the kind of veins in the sky are converging from where we're at?
You can see
Tua being up in the air.
from this distance. You can just with Tua being that high up, from this distance being a few miles out, you can see the edge of the city. You can see the outer settlements around the city before you get to the main wall around the central city, but it's pretty far away, and you can see that the main convergence is directly above that city.
Okay.
All of the tunnel entrances were in the manor.
Correct. All the ones that you knew about.
So we're heading towards the manor.
Yeah.
Butch is kind of walking in front. He looks about a foot shorter than he usually does.
I think Gwen will go ahead and pass without a trace for us. At least while we're outside and in the manor.
All right, go ahead and roll stealth.
Where is that?
Stealth check.
Whoops.
Where's pass? There it is. Feel good, cast pass without a trace.
God damn.
Oh, God.
Nice.
That just
All
happened.
right, so that Butch, if you want to
I'm
go,
glad.
Butch, go
I'm
ahead and
glad
roll
somebody
yours
got it.
again.
No,
Since-
it should have been a 22.
a 22.
Yeah, 9 plus 2 plus 10.
That would be 21.
21?
Yeah,
21.
that's fine.
I can't add.
That's fine. 21 for Butch, 28 for... Oh, Jesus fucking... 28 for Gwen, 34 for Elric, 44 for Arnon.
It's not on screen, but I'm giving you the finger so hard right now.
Yeah.
Actually,
Feels good.
never mind.
We have...
Disadvantage, right?
Yes, you do.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That's fine. It's
It's
still...
okay, I've got a plus 22.
Dang. Where did the dwarf go?
So that's 27 for Ember and 17 for Orpheus. So you all feel pretty confident
Nailed
that
it.
you are pretty unseen. And I'm assuming, Arnon, you're going first.
Yeah.
What's the marching order here?
Butch thinks he's in front because he can't see Arnon.
So
Orpheus is protecting the rear like usual.
Arnon,
Gwen's
Butch will
in the
say
middle of the pack.
Gwen. After
Just pass without a trace.
Gwen, Ember or Elric?
Probably Elric.
Elric, Ember, and then Orpheus. You all sneak your way up to the front of the manor. You walk up. You see, like I said, the main door has been broken off and broken inside. You see impact marks on the door, bladed weapons, as well as almost like battering rams. You remember it was, but the more you look at it, you remember this was like this when you left too. That was kind of the whole deal. Was there was a battle here before they left the exterior looking abandoned as to not draw attention to the hidden tunnels underneath. You make your way in.
Do you guys want me to describe the hidden tunnels underneath? Before we go in the hidden tunnels underneath?
How much time does it take you to scry?
Does that take a spell slot?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we should waste that.
Okay. Let's just
Say
I mean,
that-
you have somebody with a 44 stealth. He's basically a living scry at this point.
Yeah, why don't you go square that yourself, Arden?
You all make your way. You all make your way through the lower section of this manor. Are you going directly to the tunnels, or are you looking around first?
I mean, just verify that it's not being used as anything.
Okay. So you make a quick stop through a few of the rooms. You notice nothing, no signs of any recent activities. Very, very abandoned. Everything looks like it's been tossed and searched through already.
Rhett's mom's daughter's room is unoccupied.
Indeed. You make your way to that library.
I was about to ask to search that.
Well, you make your way to that library, and you've searched it in the past and noticed that there's nothing arcane. It's all like history, folklore,
Tabloids.
You still looking for the hidden
Bard magazines.
unreleased album from Harrison Grundle Tractor?
Yes. Nobody knows that Harrison Grundle Tractor was someone that I listened to.
You walk into the library that you know the
HGT.
the entrance.
Everybody's got a HGT face.
God damn it. You know the entrance is in this library. You remember how to activate that entrance. You walk over, Arnon, to the bookshelf. A series of hidden levers and buttons moving a couple of the little statuettes and pulling certain books. There's a specific pattern to it to activate the mechanism behind. Are you going ahead and doing it, or are you searching it first, or what?
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
So you go ahead and do it. You activate it. You pull that last book after the incredibly intricate pattern that you have to go through. You pull that. You hear the clicking and the whirring of the gears behind as the bookshelf itself slides in slightly, and you see dust just from it. This passageway hasn't been opened for at least a while enough for dust to collect.
That's a good sign.
You open it up. You see the stairwell down into darkness in front of you. The stone steps that go down probably 40, 50 feet into the depths of the earth below.
How wide is the passage?
The passage itself is it's normal, 4 feet wide, like a regular doorway. It's probably about 6.5, 7 feet tall. So you have to duck slightly, but you can make it down without a problem. And you've done it many times before.
Yeah, I just.
You guys ready?
Let me send Tua ahead just to make sure. I look through Tua's eyes and send him
Go ahead,
down
make,
as far as I can.
go ahead and make another perception check.
Does it have dark vision? Because it's a familiar?
It's a hawk. It does not have dark
I'd have to
vision.
look it up.
No,
But I
hawks
doubt it does.
hawks do not have dark vision. So you send it down and it sees.
I'm going to cast light on it. And cast light on it.
Let's do it.
Ding.
I was assuming there was ambient light from the entrance, but
I mean, there is
Either way.
until you get down away from the entrance. Light.
not a great roll. Even
As
with the light.
this glowing
Put it
beacon,
too close to his eyes, guy.
yeah, as this glowing beacon of a hawk flies down into the pitch black nothingness, illuminating the tunnels around him. Don't notice anything in the immediate vicinity. You go out to about 100 feet or so in this large open room. And we're just about to go to break. But just before we do that, let's go ahead and let you
Roll
all
initiative.
see what we're working with here.
It's like you all
They
roll
have no
initiative
idea
in the
we're
dark.
coming now that the illuminated hawk just flew in.
Yes, exactly.
The whole room is it's nothing but
better.
toothy nipples.
Better the familiar run into some trap than us.
Better watch
Yeah.
out. You're going to have to call Hawk 3 ya.
Oh, God.
Oh no!
All right, let's go ahead and
That was beautiful.
Stop.
Arnon.
I need to find another
As you
Pacific
walk
Islander name
down,
that I really adore.
actually, I got to put you all the way down into this room that you are familiar with. You've been here a few times. You see,
Yeah, I've been put all the way down before.
there you go. You see this main living area, this storeroom, the kegs of Grundle Tractor wine still in the and
Jesus, it tastes like Sean Mondavi.
in the back corner a few
Just a Mountain Dew bottle with wine on it.
yeah a few of the weapon racks that held the armaments for the resistance. What's left there seems rusted and unkempt. A few crates of root vegetables and which have sprouted, and what at one point was probably fruit and produce that has rotted and disintegrated into almost like a black pudding style, like box filled with just like juice and or like desiccated or just nastiness. You look over at the cold fireplace
Did
that
we get
once
any ideas?
illuminated this room, sconces along the walls that are cold and dark. The one well off to the side, which used to feed from a natural spring below, you see the walls of it. Too far from where you're at to see if there's anything
When
inside
licks
of
it.
You see multiple passageways from this room itself. You would remember that these passageways go off to different chambers in the estate basement catacombs, some of which were used as barracks, some of which were meeting rooms, planning rooms, stuff like that. You would remember, if it is where you're headed, that Calmray's quarters were in the far side, past the makeshift war room, the old, what was once a, like, what do they call the room where you actually like put all or smash the grapes and put the wine in the barrels, fermentory, I don't know. and
Yeah, I
store
love Lucy room.
store the barrels to on racks for a few years until they ferment. Storeroom, I guess, and was turned into.
God, that's gonna bug me. I need to look up what that word is.
Yeah, and
Crushery.
was turned into the makeshift war room. And you would know that past that is another small chamber and then Calmray's quarters. And as you all stand here on the
Butch.
precipice... Oh, yes, Butch?
Oh, Butch looks sad at all the spoiled food. He says, I would make a joke about all this rotten food, but it would be in bad taste.
Hey-o. And as you all stand here on the precipice, on these steps about to enter into this cellar, we're going to go ahead and take our break. So, it's a couple minutes early, but give us about 10 minutes, and we will be right back. So, stick with us. We'll be right back. And we are back. So you all stand on these steps going down. I guess this would be closer to 10 foot. I put a double staircase. I didn't realize I put a double staircase when I built this map. So we'll say it's 10 foot. It was a big section of bookshelf that opened up. So you all stand here.
They're rich. Of course it would be that
Exactly.
way.
What are you all doing?
I mean, I'll explore around.
I would say
Yeah.
if you're being stealthy, go ahead and make another stealth check. You still have passed without a trace.
Which is also being stealthy.
Hold on one second. My dog's being crazy.
No, I guess we're gonna maintain it.
That's a 45 this time.
That's ridiculous. Hey, we're buffering again. Cool. Oh my gosh. Elric with a natural 1. Oh no, the fart noise is stuck.
It was gonna happen.
The fart noise is just looping. Oh, it's still doing it.
Oh no.
Give it a second.
Oh my
Is
God.
it doing it for you guys too, or is it just me? Okay, it stopped.
No.
Oh no, it's still doing it.
Oh no!
What?
It's not doing it for you guys?
No, it passed pretty quick.
Wait, I think it stopped. Oh, I've completely lost the stream. Hey, there, we're coming back again, kind of. All right, well, hopefully it's not buffering too bad. So, all right. Let's see, that is... I got Gwen with a 22, Arnon with a 45, Elric with a 15. I did not get anybody else on this end. Ember with a 31. Orpheus with a 29.
Dang. Did my roll even go through?
No,
Hashtag sneaky
I do not
cheeks.
have. I do not have a Butch roll. There it is. Well,
Oh,
it said 11 on the die, but it didn't.
It was an 11. Yeah.
It didn't pop up on with the actual thing. So, whatever that is.
11 plus
20 something.
Are you listening to the fart noise now, Chris?
Yeah. the Grundle farts on repeat. Underneath Grundle Manor.
Oh my god! All right, so it's not popping up, but that's fine. We'll just say it's a 20
Okay.
something, whatever it is. No big deal.
Butch is still not a real boy.
So you all feel pretty confident. Arnon, where are you headed? You have the area where
Do
the
I
well
know
is.
what direction these things are in? Did they
in a
give us a general idea?
General that way direction. It from where you're standing, everything kind of goes one way. It's just you want to go up and then potentially go over, and you know the basic layout of this place. So you know that you're at one end of the underground area and you potentially need to go to the other end. There's not very many branches that go off from it. There's just different hallways that go
I'll go
through.
back. I'll go back way to see if anybody's making use of this sleeping quarters.
All right, so you walk back there to that back, and apparently Butch is going the other way.
well, yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I can't even see him.
So you walk back there, and you notice that there are still a few beds there. Go ahead and make a investigation check. $29. You notice a thin layer of dust on everything here. And as you walk back there, you notice the sheets and the bedclothes are pretty dry rotted. It seems like and everything smells slightly musty and mildewy. It's definitely has not been used in a little while.
All right.
Everyone make a perception check for me.
Oh yeah, double digits, baby. Put the word out, we're back up.
God damn, Gwen.
All right. Gwen with a 35, Arnon with a 21, Elric with a 22, Ember with a 9, Orpheus with a 17, and Butch with a something. Butch, you might have to reload your foundry.
I have.
Of course. Gwen notices scratching sounds coming from down the hall. Very light, very faint. Like just...
She'll try to get people's attention and tell them.
Domesticated Rakshasa.
Oh no.
I'm going to assume it's undead, so I'm approaching cautiously with intent to destroy.
Oh, wait, that's on the
With
stream.
Gwen's warning, I will approach carefully.
So, you notice this small room right here with a few statues. Nothing in that room itself. But you start seeing as you sit there for a second, you start seeing movement down in the room past the hall, the room that you know was the main, like, war room area.
I'll slide down that hallway real carefully until I can.
You slide down that hallway and you glance in. You notice 4 creatures, 3 extremely large, like barely fitting in this thing, head kind of scraping against the ceiling, kind of shambling around, lithe, kind of skin, almost skin on bone, no real meat, with these extremely long claws. Like each hand is like, instead of fingers, it's just 3 massive claws that each one is probably a good 3 feet in length of pure bone. And you see a small skeletal figure kind of wandering in this corner as well.
They all look undead.
You would be an expert. Yes, they look pretty undead.
Have I seen them before?
You have not.
Okay.
Gosh darn it! When am I going to actually use my mace?
All right. I'll warn everybody there are 3 large creatures and 1 smaller one. They appear to be undead in this next room.
All right, I'm going to cast light on my shield. I'm ready to charge in.
You cast light on your shield. As soon as you do, all 4 of them kind of look, slowly turn towards you. And I would like all of you to go ahead and roll initiative for me.
I have a dumb
Notice I'm in the
question.
hallway.
Do I roll regular initiative, or do I have to do it for that too?
Technically, it is an ability check, so yeah, disadvantage.
Yeah, I got a 4 anyway.
Oh my gosh, this is not very action-y. Here we go.
Nope.
I was playing what was supposed to be the Battlegrounds playlist, and it was like soft piano music. All right.
Like, you guys already won, right?
With that, as these look straight towards the light cast on Butch's shield, Elric, you're up first.
Holy shit, I'm first. Okay. First thing, going to activate my blade song.
Of course.
To spin my spear around me to get my blade song up. Very, like, thin shimmer of, like, purplish energy covers my entire body. It looks kind of similar to the shield tech from Dune, but not quite. And then I'm going to... Let's see. Oh, well, I'm gonna step on in there. Oh, wait. This is a hallway, and Butch is right there.
Yeah, I've positioned myself to hopefully have a tactical advantage in the hall. Fight the 1-by-1. While the rest of you can go on the northern
You
hall
can
and
go
get him from
through
behind.
his space.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Actually, I am going to position myself behind you.
Butch?
Good.
And then I'm going to cast. What's one I haven't done in a while?
Sleet Storm?
God damn it.
Oh, no, you just did that one.
I did just do that one.
We're going to go with an oldie but a goodie, just to get a gauge for how durable. And I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
Okay. On which one? Can you?
The one directly.
You can only
in
see
front.
one. Yeah, you can only see the one
Yeah.
from there. So yeah, magic missile on this one.
Target in that one.
Fantastic.
Yep. Okay, so. Keep it first level.
Wait, what? It's just doing the +4 damage on each one. It's not rolling anything. It's just doing
that's weird.
plus,
Okay, let me
plus
roll
4 on each one. So what is it? 3 missiles? So 3d4 plus 4?
The first one was a 3 plus the 1 equals 4. Let me roll 2 more.
Gotcha.
And there we go.
So 10 damage?
So, yeah, 10 force damage total.
Fantastic. All right. Anything else?
Just as a heads up for Orf.
Yeah, firing from behind Butch as though I'm using him like cover.
Oh, but
That's right.
Orpheus Orpheus froze, and he said just a heads up, and then froze.
Oh no. Am I still frozen?
I can hear you though.
I can hear him.
It's just his video.
Okay. I just want to give you a heads up. I don't have any weapons with stats. for
Oh, no.
the different mods, including, and the rod also doesn't have stats, so I'm gonna have to like manually do everything for you. So
Let me.
sorry ahead of time.
That's
'cause I'll
fine.
have to manually set everything.
Let me real quick try and import that before your turn. When is your turn? Okay, I'm gonna. Is that the end of your turn, Elric?
Yes, that's
All
the
right.
end of my turn.
Let me do this one's turn, and then I will. Then I'll import that. So it is going to move. To here, right in front of the door. And then, are you? You are. Oh no, you are just outside of 15 feet. It's gonna
Who,
use
Arnon? Who's
yeah.
like impossible to see?
Oh yeah, Arnon is impossible to see, so he wouldn't be able to see him anyway. But he is going to use his shadow jump and teleport to the other side here.
Uh-oh.
Each creature within 15 feet of. Oh, okay, so it's before he jumps that the damage happens. So we're good with that. That is his action. Just double check a couple things. All right, cool. End of its turn. Arnon, you're up.
Was it too big to have walked down this hallway?
It appeared to be. It probably could have squeezed down, but it decided instead to teleport to the other side.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the one that teleported. I'm gonna activate my Crimson Right as I walk.
Oh, come on, Foundry. Oh, no. There we go. All right, so you walk up.
Right up the roar.
That's
It's
thunder,
kinda
right?
Vibrating. Yeah. Kind of vibrating like those daggers on the Mandalorian.
A vibroblade.
Yeah.
All right. Orpheus, the actual rod of lordly might should be in your inventory now.
Okay.
It is not the consumable.
Because I did have one in my inventory, but it didn't have any stab blocks.
Yeah.
I looked up the different button function weapons, so like I said, I'll just have to manually do it.
Or wait, is
Nick, I
it?
pulled the flame tongue and the battle axe,
Okay.
like the individual items. I put them on my sheet so that you can swap them over.
Okay. I don't know which one of these it. The rod.
Because I
will
assume the rod itself is just a mace plus 3.
Yes.
The 27 hit.
Yes, 27 hits.
Oh, that should have been advantage because I'm flanking with Ember.
Well, Ember can't really stand there because she's standing on a statue. She would have to be here.
Well, and I'm flanking even more with her.
What if I
Doesn't
just
matter.
wanted to be tall?
Doesn't matter. 27 still hits.
I'm now a gargoyle.
So 16 damage.
Ember Goyle.
Yeah.
And I'll hit him again.
You said 16? Fantastic.
Yeah.
This is the part where I don't mention that I have a spell that can summon gargoyles.
29.
29 hits.
Okay, and then I'll put sneak attack on this one. So that's 21.
Fantastic.
How does he look?
He looks fine.
He looks fantastic.
Yeah.
He looks so hot right now.
All right. Anything else, Orpheus? Or anything else, Arnon?
No, that's all I got.
All right. Orpheus, it is your turn.
Okay. Probably make this easy on you. I'm going to use my action to use the Terrify ability of the rod. Each creature I can see within 30 feet of me make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
On a fail, be frightened for 1 minute.
So would you like to explain
And
Why
the
did you
target-
ask me?
Would you like to explain what that looks like? You using this terrifying ability of your rod, swinging your rod all around, trying to frighten people.
It's especially in the depths of the Grundle. It's terrifying.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
I'm gonna position myself kind of closer to the middle of these two, though, so
Fantastic.
I can see the ones on either side within range.
As you do that,
I'm gonna
Or-
say Orpheus is kind of raising it above his head and spinning it, and as he spins it, it's making like the war whistle or death whistle sound from the Aztecs, and it's just ringing through the corridors.
and you
Did
do
Orpheus
that,
pull the statue card?
and nothing happens as they are immune to being frightened.
What about everyone else?
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to push the flame tongue longsword button.
Fantastic.
You'll see it kind of flash out in a burst of flame.
Fantastic.
And that'll end my turn.
Ending your turn. Going to bring us to this one, who's going to walk right up to the edge here. And yeah, he is going to make 2 attacks towards you with his piercing claw. First attack
No one can stop the claw.
Piercing claw
is a 18. That's going to miss. Second attack.
This is directed at Orpheus
Yes.
specifically.
Second
I
attack
can't
is
see
a
anybody else on the map.
23.
Oh, okay.
I'll use my shield.
You'll use shield? Fantastic. All right. As that happens, it is going to be Gwen's turn.
Okay. She'll activate her. No. So the plan was to sneak through the tunnels today and infiltrate tomorrow, right? Let's see. I think Gwen will just start off easy with a chill touch on this guy that's come through.
Okay.
No. It was already targeted. Okay.
Chill touch. Go ahead. Ooh, 17. 17 still hits. He's big and lithe, so.
All right.
Cold hands.
Cold ha. That is 9 damage. As Gwen reaches out and does the chill touch, the necrotic damage takes effect, but it does not seem to do as much damage to this thing as she's used to.
Okay.
And as she does that with its reaction, it's going to use Deadly Reach. Oh, wait, no, never mind. That's if somebody comes into its space, not when it gets hit. So never mind. Forget what I just said.
All right, so it shouldn't be able to regain hit points this turn too. Should back up a step and I think I'll activate her symbiotic entity. So that's 68 temp
Fantastic.
HP.
Holy.
All right, that's all
right.
she's got.
That's going to lead us to this
Actually, I'm gonna go back in the hallway.
small
a little bit.
creature
There we go.
here. It is going to kind of lift up. None of you can see this, though, because you're all out of there. And it is going to fly straight in here. That is 50. Yep, it's still got 10 more feet of fly. It's going to fly straight to you, Butch.
Cool.
60 feet. No, I was just going to do 2. Well, yep, 2 spectral claw attacks towards you. First one being a natural 1. I don't know if that hits or not, but
Womp womp.
God damn,
Those natural ones.
my dice suck tonight. Second one being a lot more, a 23.
That'll hit.
All right. So that would be 19 damage. That is 19 slashing damage towards you as this spectral claw comes out, and just the first one you kind of duck out of the way. The second one rakes you right across the chest. End of its turn. This one is going to come up 15, 20.
I don't want to be that guy, but I'm seeing a saving throw.
That's only if it hits twice.
Oh,
If it hits both of the time.
gotcha.
Hold on. No, hold on. I might have read that wrong. Give me a second. Slashing damage to the target. Yeah, make a Constitution saving throw.
You got it.
Oh boy. Ah, brother.
Oh, there you go. You succeed. All right.
Yeah, I got a 27 for the folks at home.
Yeah, there's another effect that happens if he hits with both of them.
Luckily, it stops at 2.
He's gonna you let's see, that was how much movement was that? That was 20 feet. Yeah, he's gonna squeeze in here one more, use the rest of his movement, squeeze in there, and make 2 slash attacks towards you, Butch.
Okay.
Piercing claw attacks. First attack is going to be a gross 17. That's gonna miss. Second one is gonna be,
I use the skeleton as a shield.
oh my god, that sucked too. That's even worse. That's a 15. All right. End of its turn. Butch, that brings us to you.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm going to. Let's see, he is. Yep, he is. All right. I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Level 9.
Boy,
this
stealing her
no.
gimmick.
Is this the first time you've done that?
No, I've used it. It's just been a long time because I've gone like more divination, but we're going into war stuff, and which is tired of. Yeah.
Spirit Guardians. Okay.
Tired but not exhausted.
Oh wait,
What's it
hold
gonna
on.
do?
Retcon real quick. Gwen exited this dude's combat radius, so 1 attack of opportunity towards Gwen. That is a 22 to hit.
Uh-oh.
That is 32 damage. That is 28 piercing, 4 necrotic. And she is pulled 10 feet towards. She is pulled 10 feet towards and is grappled.
That's bad.
Well, if it was when she left, then it'd be 10 feet from there.
which was where was she?
If she was right where
Yeah.
she is now.
She was there. Then she
Yeah,
would get
that's where-
pulled right up to him.
Hey, bestie.
All right.
Okay, both these guys get to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Let me double check something real quick.
My screen looks ridiculous, by the way. I just have like a quarter of the zone for the
Yeah.
the guardians like in my hallway, and then
Same.
nothing else around me. It's just-
Okay, wisdom save. The wraith in front of you is a 18. What's your DC?
I'm looking. Spell DC 19.
Ooh, that's a fail then. And the big dude
Yes.
is a lot lower than that. That's a 15. Go ahead and roll your damage. What is that?
24.
24 damage. Fantastic. And that's radiant, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
All right, cool. Let me just double check things. Immunities. Cool. 24. Fantastic. All right, anything else?
I don't think I have any other bonus action. I don't. So,
All right.
nope, I'm done.
Ember, it is your turn.
I'm going to cast Bless.
Ooh. You're gonna cast bless. Bless this mess. Who you casting?
Not the
on?
whole mess, just my peeps. What?
Who all are you casting it on?
I got all 6 of us.
Oh, you did. Okay, cool. Do you have to be able to?
Fourth level.
Do you have to be able to see them to cast bless?
She can see all of us.
She cannot see Orpheus from her angle.
yeah, the only one I can see is Gwen, at least on the map.
Yeah, the map does
So
show
you need
true
to
line
step
of
back
sight.
5 feet. Step back 5 feet before you cast it.
I can't step.
Oh,
Oh,
no, it
yeah, I
just
guess
sa-
I
no.
could,
It
but
just
then I
sa-
won't-
hey, it just says within range. It doesn't say you have to see him. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
You know he's there.
I feel
I
his
mean,
presence in my life.
you know Orpheus is
Okay,
there.
do we bring?
I
You
smell
heard
him.
my Aztec death whistle.
I can smell his feet.
Hey, Orpheus, can you shut your camera off and turn it back on? See if that fixes your frozenness.
Yep. Let's do
Do
it.
we bring Gwen's new fighter buddy or Casil?
No, you do not.
Okay.
All right.
And can I
Hey. Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's
obviously I
weird.
only have
That's weird.
Oh wow, I'm in another dimension now.
Oh my gosh.
Looks like you've got a
What
cloak.
happened? Why is my basement suddenly like 20 feet longer?
You're diffracting.
What the fuck is wrong with your camera, man?
It's kind of what my beyond looks like right now.
All right.
Boundary red.
Ember, are you doing anything else?
Is there anything that I can? Because if Gwen's grappled right next to me, I can't push her or pull
No.
the bone guy's finger off of her or.
There you go.
Can't
There
you
you
take
go.
the help action to give Gwen advantage on escaping the grapple?
That would be an action. She
Is
already
that-
used her action to cast bless.
I used my action.
Right.
So then I guess that's all I got.
All right. End of your turn, Elric. We are to you.
Okay. Yeah. This is happening. I'm going to Misty Step.
Where are you misty stepping to?
The smartest or the dumbest place imaginable.
As you are wont to do, the top of the tree.
Yep.
All right, fantastic.
Top of the tree.
All right, so you Misty Step to between those two. Sounds good.
Yep. And then I'm going to cast.
Oh, actually, as you do that, you enter his.
Oh.
You enter within
Enters threat
15,
range.
15 feet. He's going to use Deadly Reach and do one piercing claw attack towards you. Ugh, that sucks. That's garbage. That's a 16. Whiff. All right. Continue.
Glances right off. Okay, so leveled spell, Misty Step, cantrip, a booming blade
All right.
on the little skelly guy right here.
The little wraith skeleton guy. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Wait, he can't move.
What do you mean he can't move?
Okay.
And I'm taking advantage of that. And by that I mean I'm going to attack him with advantage.
All right.
Man, I don't know why that.
Okay. Oh no, not green flame. No, get rid of that. Wrong one.
Nick, my mod rate isn't seeming to work on Twitch. There's something that you should take care of.
I had to close down my Twitch because of buffering issues. I saw it too. I'll try and jump back on real quick and get rid of it. Natural 20.
Oh, wait, I got it.
Oh, you got it? Fantastic. All right. What the hell is that now? 54 damage?
Yeah, I crit.
Well, yeah, I get that. Holy shit balls. Oh, yeah, because you double all of the fucking
awesome.
booming blade damage, too. What was that, 54? Fantastic. He's he's looking angry now.
And I still got one regular hit.
Yep.
I will tank and draw aggro. Okay, now for a regular hit. And let's see.
It's buggy for me.
Gotta love that triple advantage.
Elven accuracy. It's really good.
Yeah, it is.
Did you get another crit?
I did.
Hold on 1 second here.
What? There we go.
All right. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on.
Hey, Emery.
Mm-hmm.
If you unprepare a wizard spell, deal the extra force damage, is that doubled because you crit?
All right, so that's an additional 22 damage towards him. Fantastic. He's looking very, very hurt now.
Yeah, I'm going to not unprepare spells for the sake of extra damage just yet. But yeah,
Okay.
that's my turn.
Fantastic. All right. That's going to lead us to the dude over here. Let's see. Damn. All right, he is going to. He's got her grappled. Yep. He's going to take 2 attacks towards Gwen since she's grappled. So that would be at advantage. That is a 20 to hit. I believe that hits her. Her AC is like 14, isn't it? All right, so that is going to be...
Rova, no.
46 points of damage, 27 piercing, 19 necrotic.
We just got another HelloFresh subscription.
Are you serious?
Oh no.
I'll double check it here in just a second. But
You chose right now?
yeah, he chose right now. All right.
That's amazing.
Agent of Chaos.
Yeah, he's definitely aligned chaotic evil tonight.
Second attack towards Gwen is going to be
We appreciate you, Roba.
indeed
We
a
do.
14 if it meets
Despite
it
the
beats.
suffering.
So second attack, as he just reaches down and lays into her with these claws. Second one's going to be 28 points. That's 22 necrotic and 22 piercing and 6 necrotic.
What was the first one?
46. You got a really good freaking roll on that one. 9, 9, 5, 10, 9. All right. Those
Dang.
after.
Woof.
Yeah, Arnon, it's your turn.
Okay. Bonus action, I'm going to activate the flames. Flame on! And then whack this guy a couple times. Shit. And I'm on Gwen. There we go.
Yeah.
28.
Good thing
Yeah.
that was at advantage.
Yeah. Wow. 18 damage.
18 damage.
Ooh. And one more time.
Go for it.
One more time. Oh, my god.
15
15 is
at
going to miss.
advantage. Son of a bitch, it's embarrassing.
Not with bless.
Oh, with bless. How about a 16?
16 just hits.
All right. Thank you, bless. And we'll do this sneak attack on this one.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Morden.
Thoughts and prayers.
Oh my gosh. 23 damage.
23 damage. Fantastic.
Take those ones and take these ones.
That's all I got.
All right, that's all you got. That's going to lead us to...
How does he look?
He's fine. Orpheus.
So just to clarify, I am within striking range of this guy on the right.
Correct.
Of me, right?
Correct.
Okay. Seeing
Well,
that I can only see Gwen as
he can
far as
hit
my allies
you,
are concerned. Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to do Dragon's Breath on Tua. And then I'm going to send Tua over within 10 feet, I guess, to keep the zone from hitting Gwen.
So
And
here's your hawk.
Have Tua do the... oh, okay. I can't move him, but
Hold on.
I don't know if you can see my indicator, but
Hold on. I'm giving you access to him right now.
cool.
All right. Now you have access to him.
I got him. All right, great. So I'll move him here. Let's see if it'll let me place the Dragon's Breath. I don't think it will. Yeah, it's not giving me an option to like.
All right. So you're
place it
blowing
or
it
use
at
it,
the
so-
one that's holding Gwen, right?
Right.
And what kind of damage are you using?
Well, we'll do acid.
Acid. Fantastic. That's a dex save.
That's a dex save.
Let's see how dexterous this guy is. That's a 2 for a 9.
So that's 3d6. There we go. So 10 damage of
damage.
acid.
Fantastic.
And then for my movements, I'm going to move closer to within bonking range of the one in front of me.
Okay.
I'm going to start bonking with my Flaying Tongue longsword version.
Go for it. Do you have?
I'm going to have to do it. No.
Hold on. Here,
I don't
let
have
me-
any of my stuff. Does the +3 still apply, or does it just take over the Flame Tongue stats?
I think it is a +3. Oh, let me double check here real quick.
You have the D4 too.
It's a good weapon, but it's not foundry friendly. This rod o' mine.
+3 damage. I'm gonna say yes, it does.
Okay. I have the stat block for it.
Here, it's
Another screen here.
it should be in your inventory now. Yeah,
Okay,
Flame
let's see
Tongue
if I
Longsword.
can equip it
It
here.
is. Actually, no, it's not going to be a +3 because it's just a regular Flame Tongue Longsword. So,
Okay, and let's equip this here. See, I think it'll let me use it. All right. Attack. Okay, looks like it'll let me. And the bless is still active, right?
Yep.
That's 1d4. Is that right?
yeah.
Probably.
24.
24. All right.
I just realized I never
19
shut
damage.
off Gwen's camera on the vertical stream, so I was in there twice. 19 damage, fantastic.
All right, going for another one.
Twenty hits.
20?
Yep.
Or 22 damage.
Fantastic.
And last bonk.
But not least bonk.
I mean, depends on
Don't
what he
jinx him.
rolls.
Not a great roll.
Yeah,
22.
still hits.
Thank you, bless.
That was almost a net one.
Ooh, nice. That's good damage. 20 damage.
Fantastic. Anything else for you?
All right. Nope, I'll end my turn there.
All right.
So with that rod, does the flame tongue appear already blazing then?
Yes, it does. All right. This one is going to.
Only whilst flaming.
Oh my.
Flaming Grundle bonk.
All
my rod of
creatures within
might.
15 feet. It doesn't say that it needs to be that they can see. It's just
Uh-oh.
15 feet. All right. This one's going to use Shadow Step. And anyone within... oh, fuck off. Yes, it is. Because... did I do it on the wrong one? Shadow Jump, I mean. There we go. So I need Orpheus and Elric... and it looks like Butch is just outside of 15 feet. So I need the two of you to make Constitution saving throws as this guy shadow jumps over here.
Save.
Orpheus
Is he
and
wearing a
Elric.
scarf, or is that just a really hairy beard?
The bless
Oh
applied.
no!
Bless
Oh, the highest con guy rolled
Yes,
a nat one.
natural
Oh,
one.
no.
And that is a
Those
12.
natural
Both of
ones.
those are fails. So you both take a total
That's a
of
lot.
oh, that's a lot of damage. 48 points of necrotic damage as he blinks out of his existence as this necrotic wave just washes over to you two.
I'm going to use my Song of Defense to reduce some of that.
Fantastic. After that, he is
I heard
going
Mr. Hat.
to 10, 15, walk right down here. End of its turn. I think that's, yep, that is its turn.
This is a very uncomfortable sandwich right now.
Gwen, it's your turn.
Okay.
She's grappled.
She is grappled. You can use your action to try and break the grapple if you would like.
But that dickhole walked around me. Doesn't Arnon get an opportunity attack?
Yeah, if Arnon would like to take one. That's on you to remember.
Yes, he would. But it's not remembering. I just now saw that he walked over there because I was looking at Gwen's spells for turn. All right, so opportunity attack. It's too far away.
Just don't target it. Just untarget it, whatever, and do it.
Oh, plus D4. That's another 16.
Just barely. You got it though.
Moradin for the win.
Boop boop. Argol power.
19.
That's 19 damage.
Fantastic. All right. Anything else? Or wait, no, it's Gwen's turn. Sorry, that was reaction.
Gwen is going to growl at this ugly thing that's holding her and cast Moonbeam right up his ass.
Okay.
I'm
where it goes.
still
Moonbeam up the butt.
up the ass.
Why is that a song?
Metal Up Your Ass is a song.
Oh no.
And let's do.
Replace it with a new 2-syllable word.
Why?
Why do? I thought, didn't you do a long rest on her?
Yeah, I did.
Does she only have one 6th level slot right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it's only
Forever.
one, like
that's all
6th,
she'll ever get.
7th, 8th, and 9th.
Okay. Do. Let's do 7th level for this one.
7th level Moonbeam. Okay.
Yeah.
You do you, baby boo. Go ahead and use
So
up
that's a
all those.
con save.
Go ahead and use up all those high level spell slots, my bro. Oh, that's a terrible. That's a 10 on the con save.
All right, so that's 7d10, I think. Yeah.
It should automatically
Yep.
do it if you hit the
I
damage.
see no damage button.
Oh, that's dumb. Oh,
34 radiant
nice.
damage.
34. Fantastic. Anything else for you? He's not looking so hot.
Awesome. No, that'll be it for me.
All right. To the Wraith's turn. Start of his turn, he's going to make a wisdom save from Spirit Guardians.
That's right. Thank you.
Ooh, that's a lot. That's a 19. That just succeeds.
Oh, good. He can take half damage.
Yeah, half damage of 24, so that's 12 damage. He is not looking very hot, but he is looking pissed. Before he does anything, he is going to use his action to do Bone Shard Cyclone. Anyone within 60 feet, as these bones just start twirling around him, everyone he can see within 60 feet, so that would also include Ember, Gwen, Elric, and Butch. I need strength saving throws.
Orpheus is completely safe.
He is. Orpheus is safe. He can't see
What
him.
if I'm
Ironic.
Don't just
What if I'm
no
pretending to be-
don't
no idea
just
what's
just
happening.
roll the fucking save. Butch, that's a fail.
Yeah.
I
Natural
can see one
20,
big
Gwen.
dead guy.
Gwen succeeded.
Good on you, Gwen.
Ember, that's a fail. And I need Elric. Elric, that is a fail. So that is a fail for everybody. So that is going to
Except
be
Gwen.
except for Gwen. So I forgot there was a second half to that. That is going to be
Maybe there are more dice.
76 points of damage. That's 15 points of slashing, 61 points of necrotic damage as this just cyclone of bone shards just start piercing you. And you are enveloped in this whirlwind of sharp bone fragments for 1 minute. While enveloped, you are blinded and deafened, and you take 4d8 necrotic damage at the start of each turn. So, anyone who failed. So everyone except for Gwen.
said it was-
She takes half.
She takes half damage, so she would take, what would that be, 38? 38 points of damage. And she is not enveloped. She's not blinded, not restrained, and doesn't take the additional damage.
I gotta do a con save though, right?
Yes, you do have to do a con save.
She doesn't have Warcaster or anything, does she?
No, I don't believe she does. So 38 halved would be 19. So con save DC 19. Ooh, that's a 20. Moonbeam stays up. It's going to then fly. It is incorporeal movement, so it's not affected by rough terrain. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Right up here.
Can I swing at it blindly?
Let me
Bless
see.
is down.
Oh wait, actually, Bone Shard Wraith can move through creatures and objects it sees as if it was difficult terrain. So you take 1d10 force damage as it goes through you, Butch, and yes, you can swing at it blindly. 8 points of force damage as this wraith goes through you. And yes, if you would like to make an opportunity attack, you can. Same for you, Elric, if you would like.
Opportunity attack. Okay, let's go.
Oh my god. Why can't it just tell me what my bonus to hit is?
Because of the bone shit,
You are blinded.
we had disadvantage.
Yes, disadvantage. You're blinded and deafened. So, oh no, because opportunity attacks requires you to be able to see.
Oh, never mind then.
So you
So
cannot
disregard.
All right.
Awesome.
End of its
Is that a-
turn. What?
Is that an obvious effect if somebody were to walk into it that something
Yes.
would happen, or is it just for the attack?
It's technically just for them. This cyclone goes and then it kind of envelops these three individuals fully. End of its turn, we're gonna go to the bone claw here. It's going to do a wisdom save.
saving
Oh,
throw.
did you do your spirit guardians?
No, I gotta roll for it.
Yeah, you took 76 damage, so half of that would be 38. A DC 38 con save.
All right.
So Spirit Guardians is gone.
I could roll a 20.
You can roll a natural 20. If you roll a natural 20, I'll give it to you.
Hooray. Where's that thing?
What's your con with your potential for bless?
Not that
No,
high.
Bless is gone.
Bless is gone.
Bless is gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's oh my god, you
so
rolled a
close.
19.
Aw,
So close.
Oh, so Spirit Guardians is done.
Oof.
Bless would have helped.
It would have.
Well, no, I needed a natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh, I should.
Oh,
Do you remember what the shadow step damage was? Was it 48?
Yes.
I got to do my concentration for Dragon's Breath.
All right. 48, so it would be 24 is your DC.
And Bless was still up at that time.
23. All right. End of its turn. This bone claw is going to use. Oops. Its shadow jump to jump to here, and I'm going to need Elric, Butch, and Orpheus to make con saves.
Hooray.
Oh no.
That's a fail for Butch. Ooh, that's a success for somebody. 21 Elric, that's a success. 22 Orpheus, that's a success. So you two take half damage. Wait, hold on 1 second. Constitution saving throw, take necrotic damage. No, you take no damage. It's save or suck. So it's only Butch that takes the damage.
Oh boy,
Oops.
here we go.
Butch, as this shroud of necrotic energy envelops you, and you take 46 points of necrotic damage.
It's too bad because I only had 43 hit points.
Oh no, Butch is down. Butch
I'm
goes
down.
unconscious.
What direction is this attack going? Because I don't
It's
see any. There's nobody in line of sight of me. So
no, it's
I don't
an
know.
area of effect, and it was from right below
Oh,
you.
gotcha.
Like,
Okay.
all right, Butch, death saving throw.
Awesome. What do you want me to roll? A d20?
Yeah, just a d20. Or there should be a button for death save.
And, it's under utility.
Yeah. Why
I
did you
did
roll
it took
two?
two.
The first one was a 14, though.
First
So
one was
that's
a 14.
Yeah, that's one success.
Hooray.
Ember, start of your turn. You failed that save, right?
What
Yes, she
save?
did.
Yeah, you failed that save. So you take Where is it? Shit. Hold on. Hold, please. I went too far.
That's a given.
You take 48. At the start of your turn, you take 15 points of necrotic damage. You are blinded. You are deafened. And it's your turn.
How's Gwen doing?
You don't know.
a
You
third.
can't see her.
I
'Cause-
saw her before I went blind.
Yeah. But she got hit after that.
Well,
You are
how
blind.
was she doing? She's not down, is
No,
she?
she's not
She
dead.
was
I can
hurt
touch her. I'm
before.
touching.
She was hurt before.
Yeah, you can
She's
touch
not
her,
down.
but you cannot see her and you can't hear anything.
Knowing Gwen, you can probably smell her though.
Rude.
What does that sound?
Oh wait,
Can
but
I?
Butch, did you you failed that too? Shit. Okay. So that would have been an automatic fail because you would have taken the damage at the start of your turn.
Okay, the death save fail.
Yeah, it would have been. You failed it anyway, but it would have been an auto fail because you take 48 necrotic damage at the start of your turn. All right. Anyway, Ember, what are you doing?
Can I do the lesser restoration on myself so that I can see?
He gets to repeat the saving throw at the end of his turn, though.
What kind of save is it?
Strength.
You fail strength saves if you're unconscious. Strength and dex are auto fail when you're unconscious. Yes, you can do lesser restoration on yourself and cure one of your conditions.
Thanks, though.
All right, so you're taking away blinded so you can see?
Yeah, I'm kind of useless anyway, but I'm extra useless if I can't see. I
Have the
have nothing
raccoon
else I
guide
can
you.
do.
Hold it out front.
All right, so that's lesser restoration. That's one action. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
I'm not gonna leave Gwen in the middle of all this alone. So no, I'm gonna keep touching her, I guess.
You can do a strength save at the end of your turn to see if you can, like, kind of brush all of these bone shards off of you.
Me?
Yes.
Strength save.
Strength save.
Me. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, just do a strength save.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. 8.
Yeah. All right.
Well, you never know.
End of your turn. Elric, first things first, you failed that as well, so you take... Ooh, that's 21 points of necrotic damage?
As it's back to my turn, I'm gonna
You're gonna
defense.
Nick.
cut out
Burn
your... Yeah.
Since we're at the top, do you want to do the card or is that later?
We'll do that later.
Okay.
We'll do it after this
Okay,
combat. All right, you're using
I'm
Bladesinger
going-
defense?
Yeah, Song of Defense, burning a 5th level spell slot to negate the damage.
Fantastic. All right, it's your turn. You are you're blinded and deafened too, aren't you?
If I failed, I'm pretty sure that's
I'm pretty sure
Both of those
you
things are
failed, right?
accurate.
Didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gwen's
you
the
did.
only one that
Yeah.
succeeded.
So yeah, you are blinded and deafened. So you didn't even see Butch
Just
fall
step
in
over
front of
me
you.
and cast a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
he doesn't
can't, he
know.
can't
Okay.
see.
He doesn't know.
He's going to trip over you is what he's going to do.
So for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Tasha's Otherworldly Guide.
Okay.
And we're going to go upper planes.
So give you immunity to necrotic damage.
Yep.
Nice.
And then while I'm immune to necrotic damage, I'm still blind.
Correct. Blind and deaf.
Okay, so
What?
But
Exactly.
he sure plays a mean pinball.
He is a wizard.
so it's 60 feet from that guy, right?
From-
Or is it localized on where?
It's
where he
it's an
cast it?
aura around him 60 feet. It stays up for a minute.
No, it was 60 feet from where he cast it. And it only affected those people. It's not a continuous thing that keeps happening.
Okay.
It was just a one-time thing. And then
It's,
Oh.
it stays up for a minute.
it stays up on the people who failed for a minute. I think.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me...
Yeah, and on a failure, a creature is enveloped in a whirlwind.
For a minute. Yeah. So it's not like it moves
Until
with
the
him.
wraith dies.
Yeah. It's just around them.
Yeah.
Granted, you don't know that second half.
Right. Yeah, no.
I mean, Arnon can obviously see that Gwen doesn't have bones spinning around her, but Ember does.
Right.
But
Okay.
him and Gwen are the only ones that can see that.
No, I can see.
Yeah, she can see now too. She lesser restoration to her eyesight. All right, Elric, what are you doing?
Yeah. Okay.
Did
And
she?
I'm deaf and blind.
You are.
Um.
Does she lose it again next turn?
What? No, no,
She didn't get rid of the bones, right?
no. But it's fine. What are you doing, Elric?
She's covered in bones.
I'm gonna chug a potion.
Okay. What potion are you chugging?
One of the.
He doesn't know. He can't see.
Roll me
no.
roll me a
Roll me a
d20.
D20.
How many potions do you have in your pack, Elric? How many vials?
I know we've got plenty of healing and greater healing potions.
How many
they're
vials
all-
of drugs do you still have in your
Oh my
pack?
god. Oh my god.
They are not all bottled the same.
There's some that are pretty
These are
close though. I'm gonna say, you know
I was
what?
gonna drink a potion,
Do it,
but
do it,
then
do
I
it,
got
do it,
high.
do it, do
You know what? You know what?
Don't
You know what?
you-
No, this is what's happening. This is what's happening. I'm gonna have you flip a coin. Heads or 1, you find a potion. 2, you grab one of the drugs. Because I'm a chaos goblin and I love it.
This is true.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
Mr. Chaotic Evil Wizard.
On a,
To your title there.
on a 1,
You want to get nuts?
on a 1, you blindly grab a health potion. On a 2, you accidentally grab one of the vials of drugs.
Okay, I'll flip it.
Go for it.
He's, I was gonna take a health
Ew.
potion.
Because I got high.
then I got high.
Because I got high. Crap.
Could I roll a d12 to see which one
Yes,
I take?
you should. Do you
Yes.
still have that list? Because I don't have it readily available.
I have every single one of them.
Okay. Well, it's gotta be something in a vial. It can't. Well, I guess they're all in vials. So yeah, roll a d12.
Okay. Yeah, they're gonna roll a d12 according to how they're laid out on my list. Tell me.
I think Elric's the only one that knows what they all do too.
Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum.
1, 2.
So everyone
Now
else
you're
is gonna be
blind
very
and
confused.
seeing God.
What would
Oh, I
happen
got it
if you
here.
gave Helen
So that's an
Keller
8.
DMT?
Void dust. This fine black powder made from pulverized fragments of void crystals, when snorted or consumed, it induces the feeling of weightlessness and detachment from reality as if the user is floating in the vast emptiness of space. Grants the user brief insight into other planes of existence or distant locations as if they are stepping outside of reality. The user experiences an out-of-body sensation as though their consciousness is floating in the void. So you reach down to grab a health potion. You feel around in your pack. You feel what you think is a vial. You pop the cork. You chug this thing. And the first thing that hits your this is really gritty and it's almost like sand. But you choke it down. You're like, maybe this health potion just went bad. Second thing, next thing you know, you're blind. You were already blind and deafened from the rattling of the bones around you, and like all you can see are just these bones flurrying around your face. Then suddenly everything kind of gets still and you feel like you're just kind of like up off your feet in the darkness of space, and you look around and that darkness that was surrounded you and blocking out your light from those bones suddenly is this ethereal, vast, like astral sea as you find yourself just floating throughout the astral sea. And we're going to say that Elric is currently incapacitated. He is not unconscious, but he is incapacitated.
Arnon sniffs the air and for some reason starts thinking about his ex-girlfriend.
I'm going to say that that's going to go ahead and end your turn, Arnon. Or Elric. As you are now higher than a fucking kite. Thank you, Chris, for that suggestion.
Out of experience.
No.
Son of a bitch.
My bad, Elric.
Oh, you're bad.
That's
Con save.
Yeah, con save real quick.
Con save.
Yes, con save for this guy.
He's seeing a lot of fractals and like
Natural
loud
20.
didgeridoo with a lot of reverb.
Half damage.
Okay. Oh, that's
20 radiant damage.
20 radiant damage. Fantastic. He is not looking so hot. And with that, let's see if it comes back. Oh, damn it. Still doesn't come back. Yeah, he's still got Gwen in his claw. He's going to take his first swipe towards Gwen at advantage because he's got her grappled. That's going to be a lot. That's a 23 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That is 33
Jeez.
damage towards her. That's 23 piercing
He
and
uses the legendary resistance.
10 necrotic, and she's still up, isn't she? Yeah, he's going to make another attack. Oh, that was your 21 for the...
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
still up. Another attack. That is a 24 to hit. That's going to be enough to put her down.
She's not up anymore.
That's a 36. As she goes
not
limp,
up anymore.
still in his hand. The moonbeam fades.
Amazing.
Moonbeam fades, and he's just going to just like chuck her down on the ground, so she's now prone on the ground. End of his turn. Yeah, he's just gonna stay put. Arnon, it's your turn.
can't see down that hallway, right? Shit.
No. All you can see is, I mean, Gwen got pretty fucking mangled there real quick.
And she's got knocked out.
Ember looks okay. That's all you can really see. But you guys are
Arnon,
quickly surrounded by these creatures.
Arnon is going to use his bonus action to hex this guy in front of him.
Okay.
And we'll say strength.
Okay.
How come my hex doesn't show up anymore?
We love you, Foundry.
Yeah.
Gotta be in there somewhere.
Oh, it says I have no available spell slots. That does.
Thank you,
I do
Foundry.
now.
All right. So go ahead and hex. Fantastic.
And hit him twice.
Do it.
Think that hits.
Yep.
How does he look?
He looks pretty hurt.
$23.
Oh
He's
shit!
still up.
Barely. You start seeing the sinew and the like the limbs barely holding on.
Oh, I'll put my sneak attack in it too.
Do it. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough.
Okay.
As that one collapses, he had 2 hit points left after that. As that one just collapses into a pile on the ground.
I'm gonna walk over here. I'm gonna hit
Does that
this.
stone shit drop when he drops?
No, it's the wraith.
Yeah, it
one
was
that
the
I just
wraith.
walked up to.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I'll hit this guy.
Go for it.
$24.
Yeah, that hits.
And 25 damage.
That's enough. As this one collapses as well. How do you
I will-
dispatch that one?
I don't even look at him. I just flick him, and he falls down. As I continue on to this guy.
This
here.
wraith just disintegrates. Ember,
So the bones are
Elric,
gone.
yeah, Ember, Elric, and Butch. The bones all just disintegrate into nothingness. Ember, you can see, you can hear again. Butch could if he was unconscious, if he wasn't unconscious.
Yeah, but he's not failing death saves.
He's not
so
failing
that's
death saves, exactly. And Elric could if he wasn't higher than shit. All right, anything else for you?
good. No, I used my bonus action.
Orpheus, you hear all this commotion coming from where you just came from.
Yeah, a hell of a lot happened before I got my turn. So, like, in just a few seconds, it was just nothing but mass chaos down the hallway. So I'm gonna move up to here so I can see what the hell's going on. That's all my movement. Well, I see 2 big baddies. Can I see Butch at all?
You
I don't
cannot.
think
See that Gwen is down.
Yeah, you can't see Gwen is down.
Gwen is down. Okay. All right. I will. Let's see here. I think I got to touch her though. That's the problem. I do. So I will. Man, there's not really a good position to put myself. Is there? Damn. This is not good. All right. I'm going to.
Run down next to Arnon. Or,
He-
Well,
he's
I
out
won't be
of
able to touch
movement.
Gwen.
oh,
I guess I can shoot my crossbow if I do an action surge. Okay. All right. I will use my one use of the action surge and trigger my arcane charge to move up to 30 feet to get within touching distance of her. I will then use my first initial action to cast my freebie from the Gift of the Metallic Dragon, Cure Wounds.
Okay.
On Gwen there. So 9 health for her Gwen.
Fantastic.
And then I will use my remaining 3 from the action surge to attack whichever one looks the most hurt.
That would
with
be
my
the one on
crossbow.
the right.
Okay. Here comes some crossbow shots. And I do have some special ammunition. Let me see if I want to use it. They're probably pretty strong, so I'm going to save it. I'll just use my regular crossbow bolts. Uh, 24.
Yep, of course. Ooh, nice.
13. Nice. Second shot. Ooh, nice roll.
Yep.
Almost a crit.
So close.
Another good damage roll.
Ooh, that is good damage.
12. Fantastic.
And last shot. Ooh, not as good. 13 probably misses.
13 does miss, yes.
Okay. And let's see here. Did I use my bonus action? I did not.
Wasn't that your Gift of the Metallic Dragon was your bonus action?
That's an action to cast.
Oh, right.
Because I use action surge. So.
That's right.
I don't think, because I use a leveled spell, though, I can really do anything extra from where I'm at.
All right.
Nope, that's on my turn.
Okay, with that, it's going to leave us to this guy. Let's see if he gets it back.
And just so podcast listeners are aware, Tua has flown next to me.
All right, that's 3. Damn it. All right, with that, he is just going to... Actually, you
Should all
came...
know where Tua is at all times.
Orpheus, you came within 15 feet of both of them. They're both going to use their reactions to make a strike towards you at your turn when you first walked in. So the one on the right is going to miss with a 14. The one on the left is going to 23.
I'll burn my reaction for shield.
All right, fantastic. All right,
He doesn't get any cover from the people in front of him. He's just as easy to hit.
I mean, these things are like significantly taller, so they can
tall.
just, and it's
Okay.
got a 15-foot reach, so it just reaches over and slaps him.
Sure, yeah. Blah, creepy.
Exactly. Ember, 2 attacks towards you.
Rude.
First one is going to be a natural 17 for a 25 to hit.
Does not hit.
All right, just because you said that, it's going to be a crit.
Oh my god.
That's
Why not?
32 damage. That's 30 piercing and 2 necrotic. Second attack is going to be a 17 to hit. Does that hit?
It's a miss.
That's a miss. All right.
Like an actual miss, not a me miss.
All right. End of its turn, we go to Gwen.
Let's see here. These guys are large.
Yes.
You said the wraith disintegrated?
Yeah, the wraith disintegrated.
Well, she can see Butch, so she's gonna cast heal on Butch.
Fantastic.
Oh wait, that's a 6th level. God damn it.
Smoke him if you got him.
I don't. That's why.
I'm
Wait,
sure you
what?
won't run into anything else today.
Certainly not.
What's Okay, why doesn't That's weird. Sorry. I guess it'll be healing word.
Okay.
Cool.
To get Butch up. Just get you up. Oh, Max. 10 points.
Fantastic.
How many?
10.
10 points. And both of these assholes used their reaction when Orpheus walked in the room.
Yes, they did.
So she is going to back the fuck up. She's going to
Fantastic.
stand up and go back there.
Fantastic. Anything else?
No.
All right. This one.
Oh,
What?
no, I'm not going to use her potions.
He's gonna zip right over here. And two
Did he go through me?
he squeezed around you. It's technically squeezing is difficult terrain, so he used it doubled his movement, or you know what I mean, to go around you.
Make him uncomfortable at least while he does it.
Sure, absolutely. And that puts him at flanking on you, Arnon.
Like stick out your hips excessively.
And so that's going to be 2 attacks. Actually, let's see if he gets it back first off.
You tickle him with the flame.
He
tongue.
does. No, he's going to wait. He's just going to do 2 attacks towards you, Arnon.
How are they looking?
This one looks okay. The other one looks pretty hurt. That's a 27 to hit. And that's going to be... Oh, that's 2 10s on that die. And a 9. That's 42 damage. That is 26 piercing and 16 necrotic. Second attack towards you, Arnon. Give me that crit! No, damn it. 17. That one's going to miss.
Miss.
All right, so that is the 2 attacks.
Ooh, Hex is still up.
Nice. Butch, it's your turn. You are conscious. You are laying down, but you are conscious.
Yeah. I'm going to stand up,
Stand up.
Stand up.
and these guys have a crazy good reach,
They do.
so maybe I don't want to go anywhere. I'm going to do a thing that I never do. And hold up my shield, which has my holy symbol on it. And I will turn undead in the name of Sahanin Moonbow.
Oh, shit.
And I'm a little worried because my tooltip says it's DC 8, but it shouldn't be that 8.
DC 8? No, it should not be a DC
DC 18
Yeah,
or 19.
Yeah, it's 19.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
DC
should be the same
19.
as your
19 wisdom.
spell save.
Anyway.
DC 19. That is a
You'll get both of them.
wisdom
I can see both of
save.
them. Yep.
See if these undead are wise beyond their years.
It might be. They're already beyond their years.
Can you use only the dash? All right, the top one. That's a 19. Oh, no, that's a 23. That is a 23 for that one. It succeeds. This is the lower one.
Boo.
That is a 20. Both of them succeed, unfortunately.
Man.
Anything else?
All right. Well. Yep. I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
Because these guys suck. Let's cast me some spiritual weapon.
Okay. That was a fun noise.
Yep.
Let's go. All right. You make it.
Where's my? It's prompted a roll for me, but it's wrong.
Oh, that'll hit.
29.
That'll absolutely hit. Big money. Ooh,
Big
13.
money. 13.
Fantastic. All right. Anything else?
No, I'm going to stay put.
Ember, it's your turn.
I am going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Of course you are.
I haven't had a chance to do it. I haven't gotten a chance to do anything.
She's got to reclaim her gimmick.
Right.
Right?
Back off, Butch.
One
This is the only thing I know how to do.
Pony.
Right back.
One trick pony.
Okay, to be fair though, I've been using other things quite a bit
That's true.
lately.
You have. I'm just fucking with you. All right.
And
6 or... And am I... Yeah, I got the other guy too.
All right. So that is wisdom saves. Top guy. Are you still wizened? That is an 18. That's just a fail, isn't it?
Yes.
And bottom guy. Ooh, that is an 18 as well. All right. Roll
So
your
close.
damage. Roll that beautiful bean footage. 29. Fantastic.
The bottom right one's still up.
It is. It's getting close. It's looking real hurt, but it is still up. Anything else?
I use my bonus action to kick him in the shin.
Sure. You break your toe. Elric, you are still
I
higher
have 9
than
others.
shit.
Joke's on you.
What are you doing as you're floating effortlessly through the astral plane right now?
floating through the astral plane. Do I see everything that's happening? Or am
No, not
Somewhere.
really.
what do I see right now?
You see like stars, man, and nebulas and like bright colors like flashing here and there, man. You see out in the distance, you think you see the world floating so far away, it looks like a marble, man.
Harrison Grundle Tractor was right. All we are PCs in the void.
Oh no. He's got
Dust in
meta.
the wind.
All right. After your turn, Actually,
Do I
go
make a
make
save
make
at all?
yeah, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no! Somebody wake me up.
I'm having a bad
There
trip.
you go.
That's what I thought.
It's a
Before
bad
you
trip.
Go.
Don't fight it, Elric. It only makes it worse.
I'm going to kill you.
It's a 16.
You did this.
I'm gonna say since this is your first time using this one specific drug, with a 16, you start blinking it away, and you kind of realize, oh shit, this isn't. What the fuck is happening? And you kind of shake it off a little bit, and you're starting to see as reality starts solidifying in front of you. You're back in the hallway. You see Butch in front of you looking pretty woozy, and you're pretty much back to consciousness at this point.
Elric after dentist.
Yeah. Arnon, it's your turn.
Which is worse?
Which one looks the worst?
The one below you.
I'll move my hex down to that one.
Okay.
And hit him.
Go for it.
My target's not working.
That's all right. Just swing.
Oh, there we go. No, never mind. $18.
18 hits, yes.
And hex and sneak attack. All right. That's a pretty good roll. 35.
That's a pretty good roll. Oh, that's enough as you dispatched that one.
I'll spin around and hit this other mofo.
Go for it.
$16.
Barely
That
hits, yes.
All right. So there we go. $16 damage.
Fantastic. Oh my god, my foundry
That's
is
all I got.
getting laggy. We're getting laggy here. Orpheus, it's your turn.
All right. I think you know what's coming.
Are you
Dance
commencing
around him.
commencing with the bonking?
Can I maneuver to fly?
Yeah, sure, why
between
not?
Gwen there.
Yeah, you can go
Hooray.
over next to Gwen.
Let's do it. All right. Here comes some advantage bonking with
Go
my
for it.
spicy flaming longsword.
Go for it. Yep.
22.
Yes, sir. Ugh. 20 damage. Fantastic.
Here comes another one. I think it's 23.
Yep.
And ooh, not as good. Let's see. 14 damage.
Still not bad. Whittling away.
But wait, there's more.
Double natural ones. No. Yeah, that.
And damage. Ah, there's the one. 18
Fantastic.
still
So
up
hard.
with the other parts.
Looking real hurt now. Anything else?
You know what? Yeah, I will. I'm gonna have use my bonus action to give to Dragon's Breath again.
Okay.
And then let's unleash some acid on this guy.
All right, that is a dex save.
It's a dex, and the save is 17.
That's a success. That's a 23.
So
half damage.
It's a bird puking on something.
It's a lot of stomach acid.
Baby bird.
Oh, no.
I mean, if any hawk is going to spew out its innards on somebody, it's gonna be
you
Tua.
son of a bitch.
Roll that damage.
Sorry, I had to remind myself of the damage. 3d6.
Unbelievable.
I don't know why you're so against a nice Polynesian name.
Oh, 13. Oh, shit. That's half damage, so 6. All right. Yeah, he's looking real hurt. Is that it for you?
Darn. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Gwen.
Let's see.
I'm sick of these motherfucking skeletons in this motherfucking crypt.
We'll try frostbite this time. So give me a con save.
Give me a con. That would be a
Fail.
18. That's a fail.
So 15 cold
15.
damage.
You notice that the cold damage does not seem to affect it quite as much as it
Son of a bitch!
only takes 9, but it is real
But
fucking
it is
hurt.
his turn, and he's in the spirit.
Yep, that's gonna be what a wisdom save?
Yes.
Be enough, be enough, be enough.
Come on. What the heck? What just happened? Ah! Too many things happening at once. Wisdom save. Fucking roll. Found.
Too many cooks.
Oh, that's an 18 for a 24. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Desperately holding
Half
on.
of 28.
Ember, how do you want to do this? He had 4 hit points left.
Nice.
I am turning back into a gargoyle, and Spirit Guardians is a bunch of little birds that are also pooping on him, like the other one did, and it poops on him till death.
Fantastic. As these spirit birds, just this acidic, like, poop spree all over this. And you just see it, like, eating into the flesh and bones of this creature as it collapses.
It's like, oh,
And Tua's the one you have a problem with,
Yeah.
Elric.
Okay, that might have been a shitty way to go, but Tua,
Way to go.
It's funny.
As
oh, yeah.
Can we hear Inacelli in the distance?
no, both of them. It's both of them.
all right, as you all dispatch of this final one, and everything goes quiet for a minute. What are you doing?
Gwen, I'm gonna sit down for a minute. Gwen needs to rest. She has 9 hit points, so she needs a short rest.
I've got like 22. That
Orpheus
was
is going to attempt to stand lookout,
And Butch
but
has
given his
10.
perception history.
Yeah, I have 10.
Are you guys just resting right here, or are you going
Yes.
to explore more, or what?
We'll
There's
rest right
beds
here.
right here.
All right.
Like, take a knee.
You all take an hour to do a short rest right here. While you're resting, whoever is keeping watch I would like a perception check.
Well, that doesn't bode well.
I mean, I'll do one. But I'm on Gwen right now, so
That's fine.
Oh yeah, double digits. There's a lot of dice on my screen.
Yeah, there
I
are.
know, there's too many.
I mean, we're all doing it at the same time.
So Orpheus's perception was 12.
Orpheus does not notice a single thing.
Huzzah.
My watch went well, clearly.
Very well. There were no problems.
Arnon got nat 20 for 33.
Perfect. Arnon, you hear coming from past the room that these creatures were in some muffled sounds, almost like sounds almost like grunting, and then you hear the rattle of chains.
Oh boy.
I'm unattuning from the hat and attuning to the staff of healing.
Fantastic.
I really want to attune to my mace, but
Almost like ching 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 ching.
Does it sound like the devils that I've seen in hell?
No, not really. This sounds more like... Well, you got a natural 20 with a 33, so this almost sounds like somebody is bound and gagged.
Okay. Butch, don't cast light on anything. I'm going to sneak back there and check it out.
fine. You be careful.
Go ahead and roll stealth.
Overcast light. Just kidding.
No.
I hate to be that guy, but
29.
someone did get HelloFresh.
Another one? We got a
No,
I haven't done
one,
the first one.
the one from before.
We'll get that. We'll get to there. I'm well aware, and I have that in my plans. Don't worry.
Is it in this room or?
No, it's coming from the hallway past.
Okay. So creeping with the 29 stealth.
29 stealth, you see that in this hallway there is another room that's pretty vacant. You see some broken bits of furniture and stuff in there. This was actually the room that Calliope and Cassile used more than anyone else, and then you see a hallway going down the other way.
Okay. What do I see down the hallway?
You go down the hallway, you notice a bedchamber. Fairly nice for this area, but still, you see a fireplace and a small rug, a few bookshelves, a chair. You notice the fire in the fireplace, the smoke, it's still smoldering slightly. And you see a mound in the bed.
Mound.
You hear the chains rattling slightly as the mound moves a little bit. You glance over and you see Comray tied to the bed. God damn it.
Oh no.
We sent the perfect individual was sent for this mission.
Well, hello there.
Wait, no.
Can we change the music to some 70s porn music?
God
Where's the
damn it.
saxophone?
You did this.
I did do this. Not like that, okay?
Sure.
Hey, Nick, can you remind the folks at home who that is?
Comray is Rhett's mom. Who?
Does she
that's
have
right.
the puffy handcuffs?
No.
You know?
It's
Is there a feather
manacled
duster on the bed with her?
to the bed, gag over her mouth.
What kind of costume is she wearing?
Stop it. Anyway,
Has she been turned? Is she a zombie?
she doesn't appear to be.
I
I'm not there.
will approach her and pull the gag off of her.
Oh, Anand, how did you get in here? How did you get past
High
those?
five starts.
Oh, those things are dead.
Why are you back? Is it just you?
No, our team's here. Guys, I'm gonna insight check. Is she normal? Does she?
Go ahead and
Doesn't
roll your.
seem like her.
Go ahead and roll your insight check.
How many of us are still deafened?
None of you. You're all fine.
Oh.
As far as you can tell, she seems like normal. She's like, "Can you do something about these chains?"
Guys, Rhett's daughter's mom's back here.
Can you please do something about these chains?
Yeah, if she seems normal to me with a 14, I will pick her locks.
All right, go ahead and do a sleight of hand.
And
You
her
guys, I called for you guys too. So 23.
23. Yeah, easy without an issue. You're able to pick the locks, unbind her. She sits up, kind of rubs. You can see the flesh around her where the manacles were
Of course she does.
is raw. It's rubbed completely raw. She's been tied.
What are the adjectives you're using?
She's been tied up for quite a while.
She's
here.
raw.
She rubs. She's raw.
She's her
Somebody get
flesh.
the legendary rod out.
Her flesh is raw and moist.
God damn it! I hate all of you.
This is why we can't have nice things.
I hate you all.
So, she's like,
How long have you been here?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. A very long time.
No food or water.
After you all left, I thought maybe I could get through to Rhett when she came back. But these creatures came through instead. This man came through, and long dark hair, took out anybody who was left, and
Tell you to get in the car.
left me here with just enough provisions to survive. You see crumbs and an empty water skin on the bed itself.
Oh no, they took your car?
What? Why are you all here?
So did you see Rhett?
No, I never saw Rhett. She never came back.
Do you know about the
I mean, yeah,
Maybe
that was
Okay.
that was why you all left in the first place.
I thought you did.
I thought I could get through to her if she ever showed up again, but she never did. Instead, that really pale man with the long black hair showed up instead.
Oh, does he look like Elric?
No, not really.
was he wearing a lot of black leather and sporting a very punchable face?
I mean, he had more of a red and black thing going on with a little bit of white. Face was very punchable, though. He had a thick accent, too.
Based on her description, can we, or at least can I logically conclude that it's Oh, God, what's his... Demon Bradley Cooper. Levistus.
Oh, I mean, that's one person it could be, but there's a couple other that it could more likely
I was
be.
thinking Strahd, personally.
No.
Was it Strahd?
I don't know what
Can
his name was.
Can anybody do image, minor image?
I'd have to put the gloves on for that.
I could have tuned back to the hat.
Hold on a second.
Oh yeah, you could become him.
Yes. I just spent an hour. Well, actually, technically I haven't because I don't have the staff on my character sheet, so I will make myself look like Strahd.
Yeah, he looked like that guy. He was that fucking guy.
This fucking guy?
He was that fucking guy right there. That fucking guy.
Awesome.
Did that fucking guy say in particular about what he was doing?
Oh, he was coming through. He raised those. He raised those creatures that were guarding me, and he wanted to make sure nobody followed through the fucking tunnel.
Did he bite you?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't bite me.
Good.
Well, we have half of the country back. We came here to use those tunnels.
I mean,
The enemies pretty much hold it up in...
he didn't go in the tunnels. Don't get me wrong. He didn't go in the tunnels. He just wanted to make sure that nobody came through the tunnels. I guess his job was to fucking, I don't know, block this whole area off with those creatures.
Can I insight check to see if she's on the up and up?
Sure.
It's just Strahd dressed as
Mrs.
her.
Grendel is so sophisticated. High society elf here.
She's a woman of means and stature.
She went to Harvard.
With
Can I roll insight to see if she's undead?
everybody wants to roll insight, sure. With a 13, she seems fine. She seems like the same crazy old woman that you dealt with before.
I got a 29. Is that really her?
With a 20, yes, it's really her.
That's really her, guys, Butch says.
They
Can I roll insight on Butch? No, just kidding.
Gwen got a 22.
That's
Is she?
fine.
Is she?
She's fucking fine.
Towards Arnon, does she seem attracted to Arnon?
We know
Shut the
she's
fuck up.
fine.
Has she talked
Tell
about
Gwen
Arnon
to shut
lately?
the fuck up.
It's his job seemed to be to secure these tunnels. Apparently they figured out a way into the city, or that we had these tunnels as a way into the city. I don't know where he got the information, but I can strongly guess it had to have been from Rhett. So, unfortunately, I don't know. I hate to admit it, but she might be lost. But he came in, he secured the tunnels, he kept me hostage. I don't know if I was supposed to be bait or something, but he just kept me here. And then raised those fucking weird-ass creatures out there to take care of anybody who stumbled in here.
How many of them were there?
I don't know, 4 or 5? I don't know. I didn't get a good look. I just heard the scraping noises. I've been stuck in here the entire time.
But if she's bait and we didn't know she was here,
Yeah.
there's a
I mean-
flaw in this plan.
You all knew she stayed there.
We did.
She stayed there in hopes to talk to Rhett. When you all abandoned that place because you found out Rhett turned.
Well,
Right,
Butch
I remember she
remembered, but
said, no,
yeah.
I'm staying.
I forgot.
Yeah, she said she was staying to hopefully talk some sense into Rhett. That was her goal because that's her daughter. So you all knew that she was there.
But this wasn't a rescue mission.
In any case, we got to move on. Are you okay to walk? Can you fight?
I can't fight, no. But I can get the fuck out of here if that's what you're asking.
When's the last time you've had something to eat?
It's been a couple days.
Oh my gosh, says Butch. That
Gas up
is
the tractor.
no. Butch is digging through the pack for some food.
Chocolate covered
this woman.
crickets.
Don't think we have any. Water and rations. I know I have that.
Oh my god, why won't it let me grab this thing?
Grab the thing.
You need to gas up the tractor and get out of here.
Indeed. All right.
Grundle Tractor Farms and Orchard.
The
GTFO.
the entrance to the tunnels are right underneath my bed. And it's not letting me move the fucking tile.
Really?
Is it because she's on it?
No, because she's a tile too. It won't let me grab
Is it
it.
because Arnon's on it, though?
Hold on. Go to.
Arnon, get off her mom.
Might have to click on
She invited
measurement
me
controls.
over here to this bed.
or
Oh, there it is. Okay, I can move her, and then I can grab it. No, I can't grab this one. Why won't it let me grab the bed?
Share space.
So the way to the tunnel is through Rhett's mom's bed.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, I put the bed. Oh shit, I put the bed in fucking
was that
dungeon draft.
in the map.
Yeah,
Yep.
but you can kind of see the entrance of the tunnel right there on the side of it. So she kind of reaches down and pulls the side of the bed over. Whenever y'all are ready, I'm gonna fucking escape out of here. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. But thank you all for rescuing me. Whether it was your job, whether it was your purpose or not, I appreciate you all coming to my rescue.
I give her a big hug.
She just
The moonlight guide you.
and whatever the fuck to you too.
The moonlight.
Yes. Be careful down there. There are traps. We have set up quite a few traps to keep people from figuring out where those tunnels led. So definitely watch your step down there. And I hope you don't run into anything too crazy.
You can just hang out with us and show us the traps.
I mean, I could, but if I am not in any mood or any position physically or mentally.
I'm not in the mood.
I'm not in the fucking mood to deal with that.
I have a headache.
Yeah. I am not in any position, either physically or mentally, to guide you down there. And it's been fucking decades, if not centuries, since I've done it myself. So I would not even remember where all of them are. So that was
Would you like to play a game of cards?
we had staff to do that. So I'm gonna leave you all to it.
Staff.
Be careful.
Oh, she's not going down the tunnel.
No, she is not
She's
going
going
down.
back out.
She's gassing up a tractor and getting the fuck out of here.
That's right.
GTFO.
Gwen,
we
do you
know-
have this? Gwen, do you have the staff of healing?
Do we know what class type she is? Like, do we know if she has the
No.
means to get out of here?
Not really. All right. This is where we will pick up next week. However, before we end it, there is one thing that needs to happen. Thank you to our HelloFresh subscription. Reminder, anybody who subscribes to HelloFresh, one of these people has to pull a card from the deck of many things. So I'm going to roll a D5 since Gwen is not here, and we're going to go in stream order. So Arnon, Butch, Elric, Orpheus, Ember, 1 through 5. That is a 3. That is Elric. Elric, explain to me your thought process as you reach into the deck to pull a card from the deck of many things.
I don't even realize that I reached for the deck. or that a card is in my hand until it's too late.
Tell me when.
Oh, big money, no way.
He's getting all the whammies now.
We're almost at the end.
No, I think he said when.
Yeah, I
It
said
was
when
cut.
a little.
Must have
Oh,
cut
you
out.
did?
His
Sorry, you
mic
cut out.
cut out.
All right, we'll do it again.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's like chaotic
big
evil.
money, no whammy, win.
Oh, I can't drop it. I can't put it down. In the hair.
It's in there.
All right, where's
Dapper Dan's pomade.
That's right.
He's a Dapper Dan, man. Damn it.
That's an
I
interesting
don't want
one.
fop.
Elric, what the fuck are you doing?
Elric, what the fuck is that thing?
This is a no card house.
Okay, so this is a thing that's about to happen.
Oh, great.
I don't like the sound of that.
I am
sure don't.
Nope, I am so tired of you guys getting good cards. You get a card with a picture of a priest on it.
Priest?
A priest.
Give me an old priest and a young priest.
I need an old priest and a young priest.
Do they walk into a bar?
And as this,
Elric, you've got another thing coming.
as you look at this card, and as you take in the visage of this priest,
Oh my god, that
sud-
priest got a honk on.
suddenly you look around and
Look
everything.
at a honk on that priest.
Can I fucking talk so we can go to bed at some point tonight? You suddenly you look around and everything looks slightly clearer. You start noticing things that you didn't see in this room before as your wisdom score increases by 2
Come
Wow.
on.
to a maximum of 22. So I don't know what your wisdom score is, but it is now 2 higher.
Was a 13, but it is now a 15, which means I might make slightly better decisions from
So
Maybe.
as Elric
maybe.
as Elric pulls
Evil
this
wise
card
decisions.
and Calmray moves the bed slightly over, revealing this trapdoor under the bed before exiting. That is where we will pick up next week. So join us for 2 episodes next week, one on Tuesday, one on Friday. Special Friday in person, live in person, sitting around a real table, rolling real dice the way D&D is intended. Mark it on your calendar, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for sticking with us through this slightly longer than normal episode. And thank you for the HelloFresh subscription and the YouTube sub during the show today. So remember, you can join us every Tuesday night at 8:30 Eastern time at twitch.tv/thosenaturalones and youtube.com/@thosenaturalones. Both live or vertical and horizontal formats running now. So thank you all, and we will see you next Tuesday.
Or hopefully we won't roll a nat 1 getting to the middle of round.
Hopefully not. Have a fantastic week. We'll see you next time.